and welcome to Star Wars Legends of the Sprawl at Chaotic Neutral Games. I'm Simon, your DM for tonight, as we join Paul, Felicia, Ed, and Corinne with their adventures on the fringe of Imperial space. Don't forget that you can help or indeed hinder by using your channel points in the game. Check out the options in the chat bar. You can also join the chaos by clicking the Discord link below, or vote towards the session twist by becoming a subscriber. Also, some really good emotes if you become a subscriber as well. So let's rejoin their players for hopefully their final section of their mission, Burden of Honor. Let's go back a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Welcome back, everybody, and hello to our players.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening, all.
So, do you remember what happened a week ago? I don't remember what happened a week ago. I've got various scrawled notes like a mad person.
Before we say anything else, thank you so much for Jordan for subscribing again for 3 months in a row.
3 month subscription. Thank you.
Thanks so much. We have now entirely new emotes. We have Farrell panicking and Cora eating a cookie. I am feeling the panic emote is gonna get a lot of use. Hello Didion. Hello Sean. Hello everybody in chat. If anyone else in chat, please say.
Yeah, I can see we've got a few people turned up already. So, when we left off, you guys had reached the very pinnacle of the Prestige, the large capital ship that you are now invading with the forces of Bjorn Hullrender's Skags. I'll use the same word as I use for the pirates in Illyria. Generally, the people that live in this huge hulk of a ship, the Isvari, that he has, the Ice Wolf. You guys have managed to fox my Y-Wings, or at least Vigo Cross's Y-Wings. You managed to take out a riot gun emplacement that was pinning down the... thank you very much, Sudo.
So, thank you so much.
A floating bonus dice for any of you guys. Use that to your advantage when you need to, and then manage to get through the kind of the hazmat store of the ship, where a set of 5 bounty hunters working together made themselves kind of a kill zone, and thanks to liberal uses of triumph symbols and other such tactics, you managed to completely screw with them. And and we've got an upgrade as well from Dinnan. Thank you. You guys got past the final thing, which was the lift shaft, and seeing a super battle droid stepping past and into the next area, you did a bunch of you did a quick loot of the area and followed to find yourself in the antechamber to the command room of this ship, whereupon you met back up with Bjorn and his fighters. You managed to get the doors to the command room open, and as they opened, you saw super battle droids, super battle droid, a few regular battle droids, mercenaries, quite clearly Black Sun operatives, and Vigo Cross himself, standing with a force pike in front of an energy shield, which means that pretty much any energy-based weapon that you try to blast him with is likely to peter out to nothing. He stands there with a smile on his face and taunting Bjorn forward. There's a few extra things that I didn't have time to mention that I'll mention now. You do also see that on the left there's a bank of 5 astromech droids, and you know that the reason why X4 hasn't been able to come and help you is that he's been seeing off these astromechs. Other than that, in a second we're going to go for initiative, but I would like you to ask any questions you have about the scene first. There are operators on at the ship, at their various stations, that are ignoring you, basically, trying to just stay at their station saying, look, I'm not in this fight. So I don't know if that's something that you want to use, but you could use that. You do notice that the final section of the command room, which is the pilot station, is locked. So it's at the top of a double crescent staircase, and they have brought the blast doors down, so the pilot currently is isolated from the rest of the command deck.
Oh, I'm just going to state my goal, I guess. My goal is to get Victoria to the Vigo. That's it. Doesn't matter anything else. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is the win condition for JT.
Sure. Between you and the Vigo, if that's your tactic, between you and the Vigo, there are some cannon fodder that he's thrown in the way. You can see that some cruel-looking batons at their leg, and blaster pistols already in their hand, they are kind of there waiting for the order to fire. Are 12. They're kind of well-dressed thugs. They're spacers who have clearly come up in the ranks to get the high honor of being a Vigo's personal cannon fodder. You can see that they are well trained. Well, not well trained. They are well.
Well appointed.
Yeah. They look like at least they've been allowed to hit the gym. They look clean compared to your average spacer, and they're all wearing the same Black Sun style clothing.
Organized.
Yeah, these are organized crime thugs as opposed to your regular common garden thug. Yeah. If you want to get Victoria to Vigo Cross, then it's you'd pretty much have to get these thugs out of the way. There's no way that they would be able to run through these.
So just so I've got a rough map in my mind. So we've got a rough horseshoe shape in my mind. It is anyway, classic bridge. Astromechs down one side, operators sort of at the nose of the ship, or this the far end of this room.
Yeah, and at the very nose of the street, at the very nose of the ship, there's a section that is even further locked off with a heavy door, and that's the pilot station.
Minions saying that they are organized because they're gonna put like arms in one box, like another twist, another head in the final box, all just neatly labeled.
If you can imagine a crescent around the thugs, Paul, which is made up of regular battle droids.
Okay, so we've got a line of thugs a sort of flank, or not flank, but a rank of droids behind them, ready to shoot us if we engage with the thugs. Good times, and then Vigo behind that mess, basically.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
at the top of the double crescent stairs at the end of this, in front of the closed pilot door, is a super battle droid that is currently has his hand like this. So
okay.
you know he's not kind of brought out for the big boom boom yet. But,
What a lovely. So basically, we've got a wonderful trifle basically going on of
Can I leadership these gags? Can I have them pile on to things? Do we have a bunch of skags with us here, right?
Right. So you don't have skags with you. You have the skags have been left back at the bottom of the lift shaft. They're still in the thing below. What you do have is 8 of Bjorn's rampagers, and they're going to come in and start smacking things around. To a certain extent, they're going to fade into the background because I'm going to be focusing on you guys rather than going through every single thing that every single NPC is doing. Yeah. There will be effects though, and so as certain things go off, if certain foes manage to get their exploits done, there'll be challenges during the combat where I'll say you need to do this or this will happen. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty much it. Anything else from you guys?
I mean,
I think I get the shape of it. So yeah.
I think we might be ready.
I mean, as ready as we'll
yes,
be.
I mean,
we might all horribly die, but let's go.
ready to start. Let's say that ready to
It
start.
wouldn't be fun if we didn't have the chance of horribly dying.
Okay, so let's back up. Vigo Cross sneers into the now open door and says, Bjorn, have you made a decision yet? Die by my hand like she did, or be taken to the Empire so that they can make an example of you? I'll get paid either way, of course. Which will it be? Bjorn just kind of grits his teeth and veins bulging in his neck as swiftly with one hand he slaps an energy cell into his shield. He's long since thrown down the heavy vibro axe that he was using to cleave through doors and basically bulldoze his way through the ship. And now he's pulled out a quite simple, almost like Gladius blade, vibroblade, of course. And as I say, he slaps in a cell into the energy shield, personal deflector shield that he has. And just as they're kind of gladiator style, just ripping his muscles as he's kind of tensing himself to charge forward. Would anybody like to answer Vigo Cross? Because Bjorn at the moment is just a feral animal.
I mean, it's not really my... Neva doesn't think it's her place to answer. If it's anyone, it's Victoria.
Yeah, I guess. I just don't really know what to say.
You don't have to say anything.
Fuck
I was
you.
just giving you the option.
Yeah.
Stab.
Okay, so in that case, Vigo's going to do his follow-up line. He goes, didn't expect you to get so far so quickly, but then I realized you brought mercenaries with you. You're going to die, you know. I tell you what.
Oh, we're more than mercenaries, dear.
Good. Glad to hear it. Well, if you're a businessman, 2 million for his head right now. All of Bjorn's men look at you as if to go, you wouldn't.
Dear.
Oh, fuck off, bastard.
We're not that kind of businessmen. We're not businessmen either. What do you take us for?
Your
Betrayed
failures then.
family.
Fire! And we go into initiative. Everybody roll initiative, please.
Couple of successes. Not too bad for old JT.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Vigilance.
Let's see. think my cool is.
We
better
have
than
one
anything.
upgrade dice.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Give it to me.
Wow.
It is mine. I will take. Well, we'll see. Top slot. Here's hoping.
Drain as well.
Wow, wow.
I'm claiming the upgrade, the extra dice. The blue
Worth
we got
it.
in
Worth
the beginning.
it. Every single one. No, that's just Chevron, baby.
That's just Chevron. That's not taking anything from it.
No, I said I'm claiming that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
right, you're
yeah.
doing that.
Cool.
You got
Okay.
a lot of advantages.
A bunch of.
Oh shit, that is terrible.
Vigo gets 2.
Well, I go before him. At least.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not expecting great things from these guys. And what have I got?
Time to panic, chat. Panic.
Yep. Panic.
Panic.
It should be said though that I am more than happy to cede that slot because like
Anybody who can beat that deserves it.
like I meant more like we need. I meant more that like to another player because at the minute I
Thank
got
you, Didion.
nothing, you know, like I can draw a little pew, but it's not, you know, yeah.
Thank you, Didion, for your panicking. It's well appreciated.
So let's see, we've got Paul. Although again, you can assign this to whoever you like. So we got Paul, then Victoria, then
I have the last slot.
Dying. Farewell, panic. Nice.
then the battle droids. Weirdly,
Who's dude?
then after that is because players trump non-players. That is JT. Then we go to the thugs.
Minion, your sub has run out.
Then stop pressuring the boy.
No, I don't know if he's noticed. So.
Then
They're just playing with you, minion. Don't worry.
No, don't worry.
oh, then then that's the Vigo. Then it's the thugs, and then finally Nima. But of course, you can swap whatever you want. So it goes Paul, Victoria, Battle Droids, JT, Vigo, Thugs, Nima at the moment. As other actors may come in during those. So 2 player slots at the beginning, and as Paul said, you can swap it all around. So I'll just set this one here.
Ideas, ladies and gentlemen. I say ideas, anyone?
I
JT
wanna
is-
fly in and stab.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I mean,
good
he
idea.
probably has some
It's
sort of
good.
defense, but you can try.
JT is holding the ion grenade.
Yeah,
eyeing
that
up
could
the
be a good
battle droids.
start.
Good idea. Let's do that.
So out of the 9 battle droids that are in this room,
Just one big one.
flanking 4 either side are regular battle droids, and then you've got the super battle droid up at the top. So I would say you could probably go for the 4 on the left, the 4 on the right, or the big one on the gantry.
What do we reckon?
Get the big one.
How much damage does an iron grenade do? Just
Ion is 10 with a blast of 7.
okay.
I mean, because of blood, I'm tempted to. I mean, boom, boom,
Yeah,
baby.
let's
Come
go
on,
for
let's
4.
try for that. I much as I think the big bat droid is kind of scary. I'm like, let's dream big. Let's dream
I've got a big
those-
gun. I can shoot one guy a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
It's harder to shoot 4 people than to shoot 1 people.
Yeah.
True.
So, yeah.
So yeah, I'm just gonna lean in and huck an ion grenade.
Sure, go for it.
Away from you.
Yeah. Did somebody mention I had an upgrade?
Yes, you do have an
Yes,
upgrade
Yes, you
now.
have an upgrade to your first
going
thing,
to
thanks
use
to
Yeah.
I think it was Dylan.
Was
Thank you very
I
much,
Dylan
Dylan.
or yeah, Dylan.
Yes, it was Dylan. Yeah.
Thank you very much. What's the diff?
Let's see. The diff. Looking at the range on this, the diff is only going to be 2, and that's only because of the chaos effect that you have in the room as well. And this is going to have an effect.
Obi Jammy, is it not blacks for environment though, Simon? DM's caveat, but DM's caveat.
Yes,
But
maybe.
I will point it out.
Actually, that's true. Actually, it should be 1 purple, 1 black.
And he gets rid of blacks because of difficult terrain.
No, that's if he's traveling over difficult terrain.
No,
not if he's throwing
I've got
things out.
tracker goggles installed.
Yeah.
Oh shit! No, that one does do it. So yeah, even with this crammed battle room, it's not tracker goggles in this case. It's actually part of your new ocular system. You're just there like acquire targets, beep, 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 and it's there.
They've all got the lovely red outline you get when you've activated like something in a shooter.
Yeah.
It's like,
Definitely. Right. So give me an intelligence check.
oh,
Just a quick intelligence check, diff 2.
Go, you 1 dice.
yeah, I just had my attack set up.
Roll hard. In
Roll
my defense,
hard.
Simon, I didn't know that.
Oh wow! Well done. Well done.
Is it to do with the computer banks that are behind the droids?
It's more to do with if you go for the 4 on the left, you have a good chance of getting the astromechs in the blast.
Yeah, absolutely. It is all stun damage, so I'm not actually hurting the droids.
Yeah, you're decommissioning them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so,
JT is a nice droid.
JT... Yeah, Ed's a nice guy. JT is not.
I mean, if you're a droid, JT's pretty nice.
Yeah. And if you're us, he's very nice because he loves us.
JT's just kind of neutral, unless you're family.
Yeah.
You've got family, you've got neutral, and you've got enemies. Anyway, let's roll this. Oh, I failed. Luckily,
yeah.
though, I do get 2 advantages, which I can use to set off the blast.
Yes,
Oh,
you do.
wow.
So even though the primary doesn't go off, the blast does. And that will hit everyone who's in that. You only get 1 set of blast, and basically, if you'd hit and you'd got anything above the regular blast rating, I would have said, yeah, I'm going to give this to all the astromechs. Turns out the astromechs are fine, but even on just the blast damage alone with this single-use ion grenade, you do watch as 4 of the regular battle droids suddenly just fall to their knees and
I need to recalibrate my throwing arm.
Yes.
we are now down for battle droids. Well done.
Well done.
Good
Useful
opening
start.
salvo. Good opening salvo. So that's slot 1 taken. Who's going to take slot 2, which is normally Victoria?
I mean, it feels like jetpack time to me.
Yeah, different time.
Yeah, jetpack time sounds like a good idea, because then I can get... Can I get over the big droid into Guy?
So the super battle droid is actually on the gantry above Vigo Cross.
So you can get
So-
the Vigo.
If you fly over the thugs,
Yeah.
you're going to be flying over the thugs and going to attempt to fly through the energy shield into the little arena that Vigo Cross has made for himself.
Oh, is it a big? I mean, just so I get an image. I always just sort of imagining it was sort of like, a meter wide, 2 meters tall sort of thing, or is this?
No.
more
Oh
of
no,
a
no! This
big old-
is a hexagonal floor-to-ceiling
Oh.
energy shield.
Cool. All
He's
right.
made himself his own pit, his own fighting pit.
2 men enter,
Yes.
1 man leaves.
When woman leaves.
Actually, no men leave. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No man leaves.
So, who's going to go for slot 2?
I'll take it.
Yeah. Victoria.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna get in.
Okay.
Welcome to
Into
the Thunderdome.
Thunderdome.
You are flying in very, very cramped environment. I'm going to need a piloting planetary from you. The diff is 2 purple and 2 black.
Oh shit.
Does my optic suite help? Removes up to 2 blacks on anything I can see.
No, it removes 2 blacks on attempting to see anything. You can see him. You just need to get to him. You're threading the needle over the top of the heads of these guys, in this not too tall command room and trying to get to Vigo, kind of just circumnavigating all of the other bits. So it's a fairly difficult role.
Fair enough. Ooh, that's a bad one.
So,
Ow. Ow.
I mean, I had a nasty surprise for you already, but this time you're going to be a little waylaid. So yeah, you rocket over the heads of the thugs, and as you do so, just the thrust is a little too much, and you end up bouncing off the ceiling.
Ow.
And as you do so, one of the jets on your jump jet gets knocked, and you spin a little and end up landing slap bang in the middle of all the thugs.
Well, attack the thugs.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Can I stab?
Give me a athletics roll at diff 2 to see if you can save it by landing. Diff 2 and 1 black. We'll see if you can maybe do a rising strike with your sword.
Oh. Athletics
Yes.
is one of my good ones.
Yes.
You absolutely can. So I'm going to say that you bounce off. They hear you swear in Valishar as you come to your intended. Pretty much. It's
Fan
going to
jävla skit jetpack.
But you do manage to rescue the look of it by 3-point landing in the middle of all these thugs. I'll allow you to strike one of them. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Diff 2, because it always is.
I hope chat is enjoying the battle music.
Do I have any blacks?
You don't. No, you don't.
Lovely.
Especially after the bloody triumph you got off the last time.
Yeah, I was gonna say what.
In fact, the triumph, upgrade one of your dice.
Okay. Upgrade my dice.
Exactly, cat paperclip. Totally meant to do that.
How?
Oh no!
That's a lot of blank dice.
It happens sometimes. Let's face it, when you hit, things die. So the only saving grace I have is occasionally you might miss. As you hit the floor, hit superhero 3-point landing, you pull the sword around and slash it to one of the thugs, but he's already dashing back after the blast that took out 4 of the battle droids. And you have managed to unfortunately waste your turn.
Well, I've drawn my sword and I'm in the middle of the action, so...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Yes.
So
yes, don't worry, Minion. We have epidemic sound, so it's all royalty free. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Everything that you see on the show is royalty free. We did cheekily use the Imperial March for a short period of time because, well, the reckoning was we're playing a bloody Star Wars game. If you were playing a Star Wars computer game, that would have the Imperial March on it. So surely if you're playing Star Wars Edge of the Empire, copyright Lucas Books, Disney these days, and Fantasy Flight Games, using the Imperial March seems fitting within the use of the game. But just in case we got sued and stuff, because I don't have that much money to get sued. It's not one of my hobbies. We changed over to everything being epidemic sounds now.
I said before, if we sung it, it would have been a parody. But
exactly. We can't do our own little a cappella version.
I want to get hold of my daughter's. My daughter has a cat keyboard where, as you press every key, it meows in that key.
Yes.
I want to do the Imperial March as a cat. No.
We made a little part like on Animal Crossing. You can have your island theme be like anything. So me and Simon put my island theme as the Imperial March, so we can have that.
That was pretty good in all fairness. Just walking up to this cutie little creature and it goes la 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 la. Okay, I'm getting Uncanny Valley now off this. Anyway, let's use some battle droids, shall we?
No.
Now's when the Imperial March plays, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would play that.
They're not Empire. It wouldn't be Imperial March.
No. That's
no,
where we
this is
have
true.
general battle sounds and stuff.
Yeah.
So JT, you watch as the astromech, one of the astromech's heads turns around. They look at the decommissioned battle droids, and there's a, and it's going to try to reboot those battle droids, effectively doing a healing action. But the thing is that they're going up against your battle droid, your astromech. So everything that they do at the moment, they have to get through the sheer amount of noise that X4 is throwing at them. Okay, so
Good thing we
good
left
droid.
X4.
So I've been rolling for X4's little cyber attack all the way through throughout this, because I wanted to kind of say, okay, if they had a slicer that was a player character, what would he be doing? And so let's see if he does it, if they do it. Nope, they really don't. With X4's upgrades and increased intelligence that he got through the rebuild, you watch as one of the battle droids, one of the regular battle droids, just starts to twitch as if it's just about to stand back up, because at the moment they're kind of folded up as if they were in the little hover cruisers that they pack away into. And you can see that there's arcs of electricity from the ion grenade just kind of arcing over them. One of them twitches as if to stand up and then just kind of falls over backwards.
By the way, so we don't miss it, what do you want to use your advantages for, Felicia? Do you giving someone
Oh
blue
yeah,
dice?
I have advantages. I forgot about that.
Yes. So you can...
Oh, fair enough.
You can... I think you can use it to, like, notice a weakness in the energy shield or something. With 3 advantages.
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Blue is combat.
You can't specifically do that, but yes, you can do something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of want, like, I want these astromechs gone. Weirdly, I feel like the astromechs feel
I'll
like.
probably use the 3 advantages to give myself defense.
Yeah.
Plus
had-
1 defense.
Plus 1 defense. That is pretty solid, actually, because
Yeah.
you're in the middle of a bunch of thugs that's going to start wailing on you. Okay. Right.
No, don't
that
flip
one there.
light to dark. That's bad.
With me, Jaden. You and me. You and me, mate.
No. We've saved them.
Those are for emergencies!
There we go. It is more expensive to flip a dark to light. Light to dark than it
I'll
is dark
time
to
you
light,
out for
so-
like 2 minutes.
Yeah, you dare. You dare. They are allowed to use that. Don't go threatening the viewers. Okay, so the remaining battle droids. So the first set of battle droids are going to attempt to shoot. Let's see. They can't shoot Victoria because Victoria is in the middle of the thugs, and they've been told not to do that. So they are going to instead. They're mostly just going to open up on the crew themselves. So.
Not JT.
Yeah, including you. Yeah, JT
fair
and
enough.
the rest
Yep.
of the crew. Yeah, yeah. So let's go for this. Let's go for
The suicidal droid.
JT is a tragic character.
So one of
we
them
had this
fires at
discussion
JT at. Didn't even put the diff in. He failed. So one of them fires at JT and fails. The next one fires at Chevron and hits. So Chevron, that's 11 point.
I do give a black to this guy. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got it. Black.
Okay, so that is only a 10. Yeah, sorry, I keep forgetting.
it's fine.
I'll name the person first and then do the fire. I'm kind of running into this. So yeah, even with the black, that's 10 points of damage against you.
10 points.
So,
Yeah.
What is he
Minion
shooting? Well,
groups.
What is
Minion
this
groups.
shooting
Of course,
there
yeah.
with?
yeah, man. Okay. Ow, because I've only got 1 point of armor. So, ow.
You only got 1 point of soak.
Well, it should
Hey,
have.
no, so I got a few more. I mean, 1 point of armor plus a few more soak, you're right, but not a lot, because I ain't exactly full of brawn either. Oh, it's 2 points of soak. Very good. So,
Yeah.
Good.
You can try and seek things like cover and things like that if you wish.
Yeah.
So that was 1, 2. So the third one is going to go for Nima. Why am I doing diff 2? It's diff 1 here. They've got a range of long. And so how many defense have you got, Nima?
I got 1, and I'm fearing that I'm gonna just die instantly. I do not.
They fail, and so with the advantages that they're giving, they are giving all of the advantages to the super battle droid.
Who did?
Okay, then the final one is going to shoot at. Let's see, I've done all of you, haven't I? I've done 1, 2, 3, 4.
Got 1 each yet.
Yeah, you've had 1 each, so I'm going to go back round to JT. And apply 1 black to him. And the last time there was a miss with a thing. No, that goes to the battle. Okay, right.
Dear.
See. Oh, yep. That's a hit on you as well, JT, and that is 11 points of damage minus your. So,
Who
Can I
was
take those
shooting?
threats as an advantage on my next roll?
sure. Yep. Go for that.
I've got a
So
soak of
you
5,
can see that
so-
these battle droids, they don't have much to them. You've seen them. These are
Don't
episode
have
1.
much to them.
These are episode 1 battle droids. They don't have much to them in terms of hit points, but what they have in terms of the weapons they're carrying, the weapons look new, and they have been cobbled together as makeshift, unpacked, recently booted up turrets. Taking out the 4 on the left was the right thing to do, JT. So the next one is the Super Battle Droid.
Did we have more grenades?
Super Battle Droid is going to go for Björn, and probably has been, as far as you're aware, has been ordered to stay on him.
Oh, where's Björn's initiative, by the way, Simon? Where's Björn in the initiative?
Björn is same initiative as Vigo.
Okay.
So here we go. And the gunning on that is that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, that seems to be it. A single success, even with all those blacks. Björn has a few odds and sods that have stopped certain things from kicking off, but it is still a hit. And so that is 12 points of damage to Björn.
Björn must have like an insane soak, I assume.
Thankfully, his soak is... Yeah, his soak is Looney Tunes. It really is. So 11 points of damage, soaked down to 5. Pierce 6. Ignores 1 point of soak. As a light repeating blaster in the arm of this super battle droid just starts to spray the shield in front of Björn. He hunkers down as he's progressing, and you notice, even though you've seen him charge forward, now that he can see there's a huge wall of people in front of him, he's kind of getting into a one-man phalanx situation, and he is kind of locking his shields up, and you can see the rest of his men are doing the same as they're putting forward this small shield wall, and they're kind of step, towards the line. Very organized, despite the fact that you know that not a few hours ago these guys were, several tanks into their drinking. Fortunately, sorry for you, the auto fire didn't go off on his light repeating blaster, so he didn't start spraying all of Björn's men. So that's the droids over and done with, and next up is Bjorn and Vigo. So Bjorn currently has his men in a formation. Which means that they work when he works. They are going to engage with the front rank of the thugs, which is good news for Victoria, which means that they'll be engaged with Bjorn and his men. And Bjorn's going to attempt to hack at one of the thugs, and with his sword. He's going to take a defensive stance as he does this as well. And the thug.
Oh yeah, defensive stance. I never picked up that 8 talent.
Okay, so yeah, murderizes one of these guys.
Murder.
Let's see. With that,
That'll do it. That'll do it.
And two crits as well. So he crits at plus 50. Oh, no, wrong one. Plus 50, then hit crit. Overpowered. And the attacker may immediately attempt another free attack against him. Using exactly the same pool as the original attack. I think this is probably going to kill the guy. No, he misses.
Interesting.
But he gets 5 advantages to use.
With the 5 advantages, he is going to bellow at the top of his lungs and use a fear tactic to give Victoria another point of defense. Seeing that she's ahead of him, he's trying to get to her. He's just screaming at the top of his lungs. So with 5 of his advantages, he's going to give Victoria that, and with the remaining 2 advantages, he is going to give. Who's up next?
It's either me or JT is up next. No, me or Chevron.
No, you're Chevron.
Me or Chevron. Yeah.
Oh, actually, it should have been either you or Chevron, then Vigo and the Bjorn.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, well, thankfully, only Bjorn's gone so far, so it hasn't exactly given you a disadvantage. In that case, he's going to give whoever takes the last slot, he's going to give a bonus dice. Going back to either Chevron or Nima.
Remind me, what were the things we gave out last session? What bombs were we given? Because we were given an iron grenade.
Got a flashbang, I think.
You should have it all in the player lore. It should be in the document.
Where's it? Because I couldn't find it.
Oh no, wait.
I may have dropped the ball on that one. I've got my notes last week were not great.
Let's see. You've got a. So Chevron has a carbonite grenade. So I'm pulling up all my notes from this now.
And there's a flash grenade and a draw flash stick. I've got.
The carbonite grenade.
Yeah, flash grenade, draw flash stick, a Model 38 slugger, and a disruption rifle.
Yes.
That's the stuff. That's the extra stuff that you gain, plus all the other stuff you have.
That's gone. But you've got a flash grenade, Nima. Sorry.
What does the flash grenade do, rather than
flashes?
Yeah.
The flash grenade, when you set it off, it does stun damage, and it will give strain to those around them.
Yeah. How much?
And if it crits, it gives them the blinded trait, basically.
Yeah. What's the blast?
They're disoriented.
What's the blast and how much damage?
So the base damage is 5. The blast damage is 4.
Okay. Because we feeling we need.
So my plan was basically just because I need to heal up, but obviously I'd rather do something and then actually the question for for Simon. Am I one maneuver away from is there cover at the door, basically? Can I still slip back behind the doorway?
Yes.
Or is
a single maneuver will put you on the door frame. The door frame is your friend right now.
Behind the door frame, specifically?
Yeah.
Okay. So I might need to, because basically my choice is either to stay out in the open, well, not quite that, but try to take cover in the room and just slap a heal on, or do something and defer my healing to next round, basically. That's probably what I've got to do. So I'm tempted to do that. And what I'm tempted to do is just to hoof one of the frag grenades I've got at the Astromechs and basically be like, X4, sort something out. I don't know, man. and then save me, X4, and then run away. That's my thought right now.
So the door frame, because the door frame is only partial cover, it will confer 2 blacks worth of extra defense.
Okay.
If you were to completely retreat, which would actually put you back in the corridor, make it very hard for you to attack, it will actually upgrade the diff of anybody trying to attack you at range. And also, it would make you a least preferred target.
I think the battle droids are more important to get rid of than the astromechs, because they're doing 10 damage apiece, which will kill us very, very quickly.
That's a fair point. If there's they're pretty meaty. I mean,
they just have blaster rifles, 9.3 blaster rifles. That's all.
Yeah, that's all. It's gonna kill us.
That's actually standard for a battle droid. They haven't got much in the way of soak, but especially if they are being set up in an ambush, they can be quite devastating.
Oh,
and they're just a short range at the minute.
Paperclip, we haven't set up. We need to set up the thing with Nightbot for the Star Wars characters.
Yes, we haven't got one for the Star Wars characters yet, but I will set that up actually because that's important.
Yeah.
Right. So either Nima or Chevron, what are you doing?
Okay. I mean, I can. Okay, there's 2 options I've got for the battle droids. So I can just throw a frag grenade at them, or I can just try and take a couple of, try and at least knock one of them out. Possibly even flip a light side to actually spread out the shots. Rather
we
than
know that
concentrated fire.
We know that a blast 7 killed them all. So what is the stats of a
frag? Well, that was their strain though, not their. Oh, which is probably the same.
Yeah, because they probably don't have strain because they are.
Yeah. Okay.
Looking behind the screen. Looking behind the screen.
I know it's a bit sad, but okay, there's a respectable.
Technically speaking, I messed up because the 7 should have got them very low, but shouldn't have taken them out. Where I was like, there was a couple of extra bits and pieces. So yeah, I allowed it. Literally, it would have left them on 1 point.
Yeah.
That's great, and they're just at short range, right?
Because you're all stood at the door at the moment. They're all within short range, and that's why the door only confers 2 points of defense, because it's not total cover. You're just kind of obscuring yourself from one side of the room.
Okay, and we've got blacks to hit them as well because of the room, or is it?
Let's see, for the room, shooting into the room for a specific target, it's just 1 black.
Paul's thing of basically okay, because it's an action.
Do you want to flip a light side, or are we saving those?
I'm pretty good. I think I'm all right. Well, I mean,
if you think you're right, then.
I think I'm more.
I thought I was all right, but you saw how that turned out.
Well, I mean, okay, I could spend 1 just to make sure it lands, but I'm rolling 3 yellows here against this, basically, so I'm doing all right. I
rolled 4.
All right. But what was the thing? It's just
to
more
be fair,
of...
if I hadn't failed, they would be dead. But that's another thing entirely.
Okay. I mean, for me, it's just a question of do I aim to get an extra blue, or do I go prone at the end of the round to try and get more defense from hiding? Well, not go prone, go down and one. You know what I mean? Like
the hideout. Well, it's the defense action.
Crouch. Just go prone, which basically makes you harder to shoot at, which is what I would look to do. But it would, thematically, I wouldn't lay down on the floor. I would crouch down or whatever. But you get the gist. Mechanically, take the prone action.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Save me. Hurt them. So just no aiming, just a roll.
Yes!
Yeah, money.
But no blast.
But no blast, unfortunately.
No blast.
That's the real tragedy here.
Yeah.
But that is 8 plus 5, 13 points of grenade damage.
Yeah, you managed to throw you throw the grenade at 1 battle droid. You're doing it at one of the minor battle droids, yeah?
Just one of the 4. Yeah, the ones.
One of the 4. You throw it into its arms like it's cradling it like a baby. When this thing blows, the battle droid is in pieces. None of this kind of left-hand side, they're just there sparking, and the astromechs are trying to reboot them. This thing is fucking gone. It is pieces. It is shrapnel, which unfortunately doesn't hit anybody. But yeah, it's gone.
Okay, and then I will, like I say, 2 maneuvers left because I get 3 draws for grenades because and I will take some attempts to. Well, actually, other question: is there any cover other than the door that I can maneuver to? Right, so I'm not right out of the game, or is the only way I can get any sort of?
So the door is the only kind of cover that will keep you in the game.
Fine, I will do that then. I will just back up and then also say duck down, basically crouch down next to into the door jam, ready for round 2. Hopefully accruing well, 4 blacks now with my armor plus all that stuff. So just hide me.
So it's a maneuver to get to the door, and to hide, and so that will confer 2 on you. And then if you want to blow 2 strain, you can give yourself an extra maneuver, which will give you the defense. Defensive stance.
No, because that's in combat. It's basically if you're in combat, you guard and defensive stance, isn't it? If you're at range, you go prone. Oh, there's take cover as well. There's go prone, take cover.
Take cover, yeah.
Take cover actually get me. Sorry, I'm being.
So take cover will just give you another black. Yeah.
Another black.
And that's pressing into cover. So I've said that the door itself is a situational thing. That if you move into a position, you'll get 2 black. If you use the take cover action, which is kind of go prone, hunker down, press yourself into a corner, whatever, it will convert a 3rd black.
I think I'm getting that anyway because I'm spending 2 maneuvers this round. The move and then the whatever maneuver gets me an extra black basically in the doorway. Basically.
Okay, if you're taking 2 maneuvers, you get 3 black basically. That's how it goes. Yeah.
That, please. Thank
you
very much.
Okay. Yeah. So that's 3 black on you.
Plus my natural 1 as well. So.
So you're up to 4. Please remember that for when I start shooting things at you. So that's Felicia, Ed, and Paul that has gone. So that was the pre-Vigo one. Bjorn and his lot have gone. As his lot go into, as I say, they're going into a guard formation. And Vigo Cross is just grinning, and he points to the battle droid above and goes, and the battle droid's going to fire again as Vigo Cross uses his ability command. Yeah. It's pretty nasty. So and
who's the battle droid firing at for defense purposes?
To Bjorn. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
He's shooting straight at Bjorn.
Bjorn still has all his defenses and everything.
Yeah, I mean, he gave the extra point of defense to Victoria, who Vigo Cross currently does not rate as a threat.
Nope.
Ow!
Yes, being a little bit stupid and not realizing what Victoria...
Yeah,
I know what those advantages mean.
Those advantages mean something bad, don't they? So, yeah, you watch as this huge stream comes out of the battle droid, and it keeps going, and he's going to spray it over pretty much the entire front line. And so let's see what we've got here. So that would be 12. I mean, he can just choose to crit instead. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get a crit on Bjorn. So 12 points. And his normal soak of 6 goes down to 5. So that's going to be another 6. Bjorn is heavily bloodied up at this point. And the critical that we're going to have on him is just a straight hamstrung. Loses his free maneuver at the end of the encounter. He now needs to use strain if he wants to move at all. Yeah. Not good for Bjorn.
This feels...
Murder hole, what can I say?
Fun is the word you're looking for, Karen.
No. No.
That's Vigo Cross's turn. Is he uses command on the droid. So the next up
It's me.
is the thugs, and then you. You only got advantages. You didn't even get that. So the thugs, thankfully, of the 12 that are there, 8 of them have now joined combat with Bjorn's forces, and so they are just going to lock into combat. And now that the guys have gone right up to them with their energy shields and are starting to attack, they've pulled out these batons and they're fending off the attacks from Bjorn's forces. That only leaves, because there are 12 of them, that only leaves 4 of them trying to kill Victoria. And so they, let's see, of the 4, how many of them are going to be engaged with her? You got quite a lot of successes and you got a triumph on your land. I'm going to say you're engaged with all of them, Victoria, which goes in your favor. So knowing that they have a choice between using a blaster pistol on you, but the diff is going to be a lot higher, or they just pull out their truncheons and try to go for it. No, they're gonna all try to shoot you with blaster pistols. So,
Well,
They're
they're all
gonna be
engaged.
stupid. I like that.
how many? Bear in mind that you gave yourself a defense, and Bjorn gave you a defense because he's distracting them.
4.
That's +2. It's 4 total, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, you got an
Okay.
upgrade dice, Felicia.
Woo! I'm gonna
Nice.
use that when I stab someone.
So the first one is a hit, and that is a total of. So it's 6 base. That's 7 for you.
I start a mosquito bite
I
with 1
shrug
damage.
it off.
So how much is your soak again?
7.
Yeah, that's why I don't mind being mean in this case. Bear in mind, Bjorn has a soak of 6. The heavy battle droid was the thing that was put there for Bjorn.
Yeah.
And let's.
But he picked having defense over having soak. Oh.
Hang on, I don't think that's a hit.
no
I think that's
No,
a
successes,
that's
success.
a fail.
There are
Yeah.
successes, so he misses, but he gets 2 triumphs. What the fuck am I
that's-
going to spell
There are explicit entries on the triumph table for double triumphs. which
yes, it is.
You may and I hesitate to read it out, especially because what's happened.
When
I've got it.
no.
I've got it.
damage.
So yeah, have the attack destroy a piece of equipment the target is using. Yeah, he blasts your.
But Simon, if you read that, it says when dealing damage to a target.
Oh.
Oh,
You can't do that.
lawyered.
Go
Lawyered.
get yourself a beard, because that was the beardiest thing I've ever seen. Well done.
I have a
well
copy.
Done. I haven't had mine yet. Okay. In that case,
Lucky.
they're going to do 2 single triumphs on you then. The difficulty of your next check, Victoria, is going to be upgraded twice.
Sure.
So, as a karmic screw you from thug number, what would that be? Thug number 10. Thug number 11 is going to shoot at you and cry.
Triumphs everywhere.
He's going to, he's going to throw in
It's
again.
rude,
He's
is
going
what
to
it
upgrade
is.
your
I'm
difficulty
not getting
3
any
times.
hits, but they get triumphs.
And then,
You've got some disadvantages to spend though.
you've got some threats on them.
Wait.
Threats, sorry.
Which basically you can just kind of take those as bonus dice if you want. Bear in mind, the difficulty of your next attack is being upgraded 3 times. The diff.
Mm-hmm.
Whiff a bit and be like, woo.
Well, I'm gonna cash in those as 2 blues to me.
Sure. Yeah. I apologize to the stream for drinking so much. I'm coming off the tail end of some food poisoning, so keeping myself going. Right. So yes, that was the thugs as they're just blasting you. I was going to take out your damn jetpack as well. So
You ain't getting my jetpack. If that thing's gonna break, it's gonna be by me.
If it's gonna break, it's gonna be because I've stuffed it up his ass. So the last one is Nima. So Nima, there's a lot of stuff going off. You've seen the battle droids have basically formed an execution squad. The thugs are there for cannon fodder. The astromechs are making sure that none of the droids can be sliced or anything like that. And Vigo Crusher just stood there grinning with this nasty-looking force pike in his hands.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Bjorn, where is he? Is he quite close to me?
Who?
Bjorn.
Bjorn's he's within one maneuver of you. And so he would class as close, not engaged, and he's locked in ranks with the others. And you can see that this the deflector shield has taken away a lot of the damage, but the stuff that's got through, you can see he's got nasty burns all over his body now.
I was wondering if I could get to him and basically stim pack him.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, if you want to go up and stim pack Bjorn, I will definitely accept that. This will be his first stim pack of the day, so if you want, you can heal him 5 points.
Yes, I will do that, and obviously I take 2 strains because that will be 2 maneuvers.
Okay.
Because
you can use your action as a maneuver.
Yes, but I want to throw the flash grenade at the robots.
A stim pack so many maneuvers. Live in that. Oh well.
You walk up, you stab it into Bjorn. He kind of looks back with a kind of growling, slavering mouth, gritting his teeth. And when he sees what you're doing, what you're holding in your hand, that it's not a dagger, that it's a stim pack, there's just this maniacal grin. As he accepts it, and he can see what you have in your other hand, and I assume you're just going to lob it over his shield.
Yes, I'm not expecting
Use
great
him
things.
as your shield.
Yeah, I'm basically like pressing up against him and make him be in the way of me. I'm not expecting great things because I have only 2 agility.
Who are you targeting with the flash grenade?
The other droids. The battle droids, they're doing 10 damage apiece.
The three battle droids, yeah? Sure.
It's ranged light, luckily, which is the thing you've got a little bit of skill in, right?
Yes. I think I took it. Did I take some skill in that in the end? I do. Yes, I have. Yeah. I'm not missing anything. Nope. Nothing in chat.
Well, if you want, you can use my 2 advantages, like to blue.
Oh, yes. That would be very useful, thank you. With the... Was there any blacks? Is it just one diff 1? Because I'm close range.
It's 1 black. Yeah. To choose a target in this lot, it's 1 black.
Yeah. Okay. Let's roll.
Yeah!
I don't think the blast goes off though. I don't know what the blast. What the blast?
No,
is?
the blast doesn't go off. No, all blasts are. I think they're 2.
Yeah.
So you it doesn't go off. In terms of the blast, but it does hit one of the droids. So that means it took a net of that much. You can see that it stumbles back and goes my sensors, and is now at that much. Okay.
How was it for blinding? I can't remember what you said, Simon.
Any crit blinds, and it crits on a 2. So yeah, unfortunately that did not go off. The magic number is 4 advantages on that, and you end up blinding the whole group.
Yep.
So it does blind it to a certain extent, but it only overloads its senses, giving it strain rather than anything else. But as you've already surmised, strain is as good as anything else in this against this particular type of foe. Yep. Okay, so you've kept Bjorn in the fight. That's good. That's significant. So we're going to go back to the top again now. So we're at the top of the initiative. And last time it was JT, but it can be any order you want. What are you guys doing?
I presume JT and Victoria are going to go first, so it doesn't really matter what order we go in.
No, just
No,
get
we
rid of
should
things,
definitely go
please.
different things.
Unless one of you wants to do a supporting action for the other. That's the only time that happens.
No, I am going to use my maneuver to draw my big gun.
Okay, so it's light repeating blaster.
Indeed. I am going to aim at the battle droids. There are still 3 left, correct?
That's correct, yeah.
I'm going to aim at the battle droids. I'm not going to maneuver aim at the battle droids. I'm going to keep my strain.
Okay.
I've got a blue from a threat last time, from when one of them shot me.
Yeah, sure.
It's diff 1 and no blacks because I've got tracker goggles.
Mm-hmm.
That's. I only take one of them out.
Yeah. Yeah. With that much damage, what's the base on that?
That's 15 total damage.
15 total damage. Yeah. Even with this soak, you guys watch as JT just draws a steaming line of molten metal straight through this battle droid, and it falls down a smoking heap on the floor. Yeah. Okay. You do see, JT, as the droid goes down, you can see that the operator that was right next to it is sweating and crying. Still typing in the commands to the ship around him, but you can just see that you think it's sweat to start off with, but you can also see his eyes are red and he's crying as he's programming.
They're not making any aggressive actions to me, so whatever.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 2 strain and move behind the door, get some cover.
Absolutely. So gain an extra 2 when I start shooting at you. Okay, that's Ed. Felicia. You've got all these guys just kind of trying to executioner style gangster shoot you with these.
Do they have any blacks? Otherwise, I've already calculated how much it takes for me to hit.
These guys.
The only thing
here,
before we do anything, I am just worried about Nima being completely out in the open, and there are still 2 things. Or am I considered to be in the fray at this point, Simon?
I mean, yeah, you're just behind Bjorn's shield, but at the moment, I'd say because you kind of run up and kind of place yourself directly behind Bjorn, I'm going to say that you're covered by his shield as well.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
So you have an extra 3 black. As long as you stay with Bjorn.
I'm happy with that. Okay.
You are smaller than him.
Yeah.
As long as you're willing to state until you state otherwise that you are wherever Bjorn is, you'll share whatever fate he does. Now that's plus minus. It means that if someone tries to shoot at you, you get 3 black. It also means if he gets hit by a grenade, you get hit by the blast.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're willing to take those odds, then do it.
Yeah. Well, yes. So yes, Felicia, go.
So Felicia, yeah, you've got 3 thugs around you. They seem to be quite brawny. They've been to the gym. They seem to be specifically trained to be up against people like Bjorn's berserkers. But you're pretty sure that if you knuckle down, you'd probably be able to get through them.
That did not answer the question. Any blacks?
Oh, any blacks? No.
No.
Did you get some disadvantages?
I've already upgraded.
Normally you get 1 black if you're
dice 3
firing a
times and
ranged
mine
weapon,
once.
but you're engaged with them.
Yeah.
What was it you were saying, Paul?
Oh, isn't she under the effect of many, many triumphs right now, though?
Oh,
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've
there's no
already
blacks, but
upgraded.
yeah, she's got to
There's-
upgrade her diff 3 times, so yeah.
Yes, I upgraded it 3 times, so that's
And
my roll.
she does what I was gonna say what Glory does, what Victoria does.
Oh, shit, she's already rolled it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even with the 2 reds, you came out with an absolute monster roll. What's that damage?
It slices. It dices.
A lot is what it does. Also, question. Is that Triumph does that Triumph cancel out the disadvantage? Wait, can I use
No.
No.
The thing is clever. What it does is when you roll a triumph, it adds another success as well, and then
Yeah.
they all add up and subtract. So you have all those successes, all those.
Yeah, it's already done what it needs to do. So what you read on that bottom line is what you have.
Sadness. No, I'm just thinking, can a triumph even be used to give me a
You can crit with a triumph.
crit? That was what I
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, you can use a
A triumph is
too.
a crit, regardless of your crit rating. Each triumph is a crit.
Well
Yeah.
then, it's a lot more suddenly.
I mean, you probably don't need to crit on this guy because he's probably dead at this point.
Well, you'd be surprised. These guys, I did
Well,
describe them as being
base
henched.
damage is 13 damage with Pierce 2.
So 13 damage, pierce 2. Yeah. Okay.
Is he still standing?
Yes.
Okay.
Then I will roll my lovely crit.
Plus 50.
Yes.
Suffers a strain each time he performs an action. Okay.
So
Yeah,
he
that-
takes essentially
That'll
takes
do.
damage every turn. Yeah. At
Yeah.
the brink.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 93. He's the slash, the wound, he's bleeding out. But there's a certain amount of respect. This guy, as I say, is hench as fuck. So yeah.
Good enough.
But yeah, you've done quite a nasty amount of damage. He's got a reasonable amount of soak, as it turns out.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Okay. So... Oh, hang on. Hang on. Sorry.
These are all bad
I'm
noises.
looking at the wrong column. He dead.
Oh, so you can probably use that triumph for something else then.
Yes, if you want to use the triumph for something else, you can do. My apologies. Looking at the wrong column, looked at the thing next to it. Yeah, that guy's dead.
Okay. Well done. What do you use that? Really. Right. Now I need to use it for something else.
So yeah, you
I
can.
know my crits. I don't know the rest.
You can upgrade. You can upgrade the difficulty of the targeted character. No, he's dead. You can upgrade the allied character's next check. Anybody
Can
else?
I use it to destroy the Vigo's shield generator?
No.
Bad.
No,
Sad.
that's a narrative reason. But if you want, as it says here, do something vital such as shoot in the controls to the nearby blast doors to seal them shut. If you want, you can make him do in his death throes, he accidentally fires his blaster pistol at something.
Sounds like a
Be
good.
kind of funny. Yeah, sure.
What would you like?
Or I hit something like the leg of the big robot, but he's
No,
behind him.
the big robot's up on the gantry. You're not going to be able to reach.
Then.
If you want, though, he can either shoot the big robot, one of the astromechs, one of the battle mechs, one of his friends.
Yeah, let's shoot one of his friends. That sounds like a good end.
Sure. Okay. Pew pew. No, he misses. Okay. Right.
Sadness.
But with the advantages, he does give that guy a black dice. Right, as he careens out the way. So next up is the battle droids themselves. So there are now
2 remaining, should be.
2 battle droids and 1 battle droid that is disorientated.
Didn't I kill one? Didn't
Yeah,
I
this
kill
should
one?
only be 2, I think.
And me too. So there's one
Oh, sorry.
disoriented, one normal.
Yeah, sorry. So 8 minus 4 minus 2. That's 2 left. One of them is, and one of them got hit by the flash grenade and disorientated. So there's only 2 of them. Yes. All right. So let's battle droid it up.
I've got plus 3 blacks if they're shooting at me.
Let's see. Current threats. Victoria's still surrounded. Bjorn's engaged. So I'm going to say, yeah, it's probably Chevron and JT they're looking for. So Chevron,
Four
what's
blacks.
your...
4 blacks for me.
4 blacks on top of the one they have already. I'm not expecting great things. Yep, that not great things is what we got. And JT, what's your diff?
3 blacks for me.
3 blacks for you as well. Oh, they hit with some threats, but they do hit. And so that's 10 points of damage for you.
Ow.
Then minus your soak.
Are you down?
Oh, no, I'm not down.
Okay.
Hang on. 10.
Yeah.
I am just down. 12 wounds exactly.
So
No, we're not down. You're rolling on the table now.
yeah, you're rolling on the table. Yeah.
Oh, so you don't go down?
This is not D&D, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
This is just every.
When you
every
hit your wound threshold, you start every time you get damage, you roll on the crit table.
Yeah, you just crit every time you get. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you go
Yeah.
down. Oh.
It's only fucking minions that go down when they
You
get
just-
the full.
You just
yeah.
have to roll the dice that might permanently kill your character every round. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's death saves that come with interesting scars.
And it can't
Yes.
permanently kill my character until I get several more crits.
Yeah. When
It's
you
fine.
go plus 100
Yeah.
and
At this point,
50.
you're just collecting hideous, disfiguring injuries. It's fine. Everything's
Exactly.
fine. Yeah, that's
We
okay.
got a really good meg base. It's
All
fine.
is good.
Okay, so that was you two. So that's the one set of battle droids. The other battle droid is the super battle droid, and so it's going to continue with its
Sorry,
attack.
threats. Could I grab that threat as blue on my next?
Yes, absolutely, yeah. Feel free to spend your threats. I'll try to remember to ask. So yeah, the super battle
Sorry, I'm not
droid
gonna forget
is
the
going to
mechanic.
continue with its last orders because it's kind of dumb like that, and it's going to attempt a shot at.
Maybe he will.
yeah.
He will like not be hit this time with all his fucking blacks.
Yeah. So that gets upgraded to that because he's in that. That goes added anyway. Plus the other one, plus those 3. So, yep. Okay, so that is the roll. Just making a double shot. Yeah. Okay, so that's 3 yellow, 2 green against 1 black and 5. 1 red and 5 black.
Yes.
Ouch. Yeah, and even with the auto fire, you have to hit for auto fire to happen. So instead, the super battle droid is going to
Paperclip, to use the upgrade dice and stuff, you need to use the channel points. So if you keep watching, and also if you follow, you'll get more channel points and stuff by just watching the stream, and then you can use them.
Ooh, that's dramatic. I like that. Okay, so the super battle droid concentrates all the fire on the shield that Björn is holding, and Björn drops the shield. The shield is red hot, and with he cries out and drops the shield. He no longer has the 3 black, and neither does Nima. So that's the battle droids. Next up is either Chevron or Nima.
Got a plan?
I mean, I'm pretty bad in combat, so...
It's more that obviously I'm sequestered at the back. Well, I mean, I might move up if that makes sense, or do because I'm at medium range now, aren't I? Because I moved
We
back.
can work on your combat. It's fine.
Yeah. Is
It
that
can
right?
be fixed.
God, you've got like a badass sword.
Yeah. Badass sword.
The baddest sword that I can't use, because it's...
And besides, you have a badass pistol waiting when we get back from this mission.
Oh, we
well,
got some bonus dice. We got
Yeah,
one
Chevron got one.
and
Oh,
also
wow.
And
JT.
JT.
Yeah.
part of me wants to say I make my own luck, but
Ooh,
I will take
here we go.
I will take it so much.
The gods are speaking.
So just idle things that spring to mind is obviously we have crying bridge crew who I'm like, can we convince them to drop the shield? Threaten them, threaten them to drop the shield around Vigo possibly. I really don't like those astromechs because like the longer they're about, the more
I would love to try. But I don't know if they'll respond to leadership. I wonder if I can inspire them and be like, you're working for this Oculus, willing to throw you away. Join us and we will make sure you're safe.
Ordinarily, in a combat, this would be near impossible, but you have the your words creep into their head like you're hacking their brain.
Yes.
So
I might actually. That will be my action for that. So if you want me to attempt that first,
I'm pretty easy. I mean, I'm probably gonna. Who's between us and the next player?
Vigo and Bjorn.
Vigo, Bjorn, and then the thugs. So
And Bjorn's blokes.
yeah. So like I said, I'm probably just going to hoof another grenade at something, and that's and slap a stim pack on myself. It's not going to be a massively elaborate turn. So yeah, kind of depends if you want to try that thing.
But
now.
when we're out of combat, you pretty much rule the roost. So yeah.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that my tactics are simple. I'm more just saying where people want to put that in the. I've got plenty of toys to play with. Don't get me wrong. But like, yeah, I'm just saying like, dude, basically, Nima, do you want the slot, Karen? To try that now?
Yeah, well, let's try that now. And
I quite like the idea of Vigo suddenly finding his fortress of solitude.
Yeah, broken. Yeah.
Broken. So maybe that's okay.
Yes.
For funsies.
Yes. So, using having the force guide me, I will put my head up, and I will shout to these people on the signs and programming, saying, "See, his lives, your lives are meaningless to him. A true leader will value the lives of the ship, like the great leaders here of Bjorn and Victoria." And the rest of,
yeah, that's something, I guess.
Yeah. Who fights with you rather than hiding behind a shield like a coward.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
join us and help us fight.
Okay. What is the outcome that you want to have? What is it that successes do here?
I want them to essentially drop the shield on his thing.
Okay.
You want them to expose him.
Yeah.
Now, you're making me look up the Vigo extended stat block. Well done. So here we go.
Frustratingly, it might just be literally a little thing on his, in his jacket that he turns on and off, and we're all doomed. But hey, we try things. Sometimes they work.
Okay.
Always have more allies though.
Yeah. So I just need to look that up. I apologise. Not everything is in the app, which is just as well, because then what's the point of buying the book?
Yeah.
It's good to just quickly grab the numbers, though. It's convenient. Let's see. Trying to outlead a Vigo. I like it.
Well, I have pretty good leadership.
And you
and the force.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the force. The force helps a lot.
There's something that I know that he doesn't know. What's that? I'm going to cheat.
The other question is do we consider this game-changing enough to spend one of our fun times light side points on?
Ooh, yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Simon, can we spend a light side point?
These are not the droids you're looking for. Yeah, that's essentially what I'm doing, Paperclip.
Yeah. She's doing a force-sensitive version of the Jedi mind trick, so she really is doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, she is strictly.
If what you ask for the flipping of the light side is, can she upgrade her role? She absolutely can.
Yeah. I can't just flip a light side and say that they do it, because that's a bit too powerful.
No, that's too powerful, yeah. There has to be a role with something like this. If you can think of a minor story detail that would be useful, that you can add in. Let's see.
You grew up with a guy.
Yeah.
Bob,
Wait a minute.
Bob, remember
God, remember me?
The Twi'lek just sitting on the panel.
what happened, Bob? You used to be cool.
These are all the Twi'lek parties on the asteroid. That is totally my headcanon. Like,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Chevron and Nima are all the Twi'lek parties. You know, what I mean, all the Twi'lek mums.
Yeah.
I mean,
All the Twi'lek
the
kids,
fact
all the
that
Twi'lek
Nima would drag Chevron away from the party after he got himself wasted and probably in debt.
I imagine they're 8 at this time, so maybe less.
Yeah,
left.
probably
So,
less. Yeah.
as time
It's all like kids
certainly,
playing
but-
parties, so it's like soda and like goodie bags and
This is also
like-
why Nima knows that Chevron's name is not actually Chevron.
yeah,
There we go.
yeah,
Brand.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
like
in
it's
this case, it's going to be that, and he's going to
Seth.
upgrade it. Seth.
And just out people's
Amos.
real names like that.
I'm pretty sure I've told Simon off stream. No, I'll tell you off stream later, Karen. You may have the information
Yay!
via back channels at a later time.
Okay, the diff on this Corinne is going to be 2 red and 2 black.
Okay.
And that is because you're trying to outleader a guy who's effectively been indoctrinated into the mob.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna use my intense focus to upgrade my my thing another time. So that means I just take 1 strain, and I upgrade my check.
Force sensitives are nowhere near as shit as I thought they would turn out to be. It's like, oh, Jedi light, great, you know, diet Jedi. But no, they're holding their own, I have to admit.
It depends on what you do with them, I think.
Yeah.
I think if you were trying to do the whole kind of Emperor Palpatine thing and throw lightning around the place, you're going to be disappointed. But if you're going to get creative with your role play and stuff like this, just doing a quick Jedi mind trick, it's good. Right.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about grabbing the force sensitive where you can pull objects and stuff like that for Victoria, because that seems kind of broken, because she's already kind of broken.
Get over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The threats for that. There's no blues from anywhere or anything. I assume this is.
Oh, did you hear the intonation? There's no blues because no one loves me.
No one loves me.
Don't go fishing
Not
for
like
chat.
that.
No,
Yeah.
I was wondering with any of the threats and
Unless
stuff
my
that happened
badass
last.
nature somehow gets you a blue, because I'm literally crippling people here.
Yeah. I don't know what the other threats that were rolled earlier were used for.
They only really affect the person
Yeah.
that's targeted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yes.
Yay!
there we go. You. What would you like the advantages to be?
The advantages.
I mean, I can offer one if you want.
Yeah, offer one and.
If you want, not only will so you're only going to turn 1 operator. Yeah. You kind of focus on them and you're kind of talking to them all. You start kind of focusing on kind of just looking through the force at what will get that shield down. And even though there's no kind of big kind of convenient on-off switch that you guys can do, their power operator, the guy who's responsible for the grid on the ship, can just cut the power to it. And so he's there, he's looking and all the rest of it. And if you want, well, first of all, he is going to flip the switch. He's going to cut the power to the energy shield, which is good because I wasn't going to allow a simple thing to happen. It needed to be something specific like this. And with the advantages, he will duck under the shield wall and come onto your side of the battle lines.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Right. So, Corinne, I want you to write down something for me real quick. On your turn, you effectively gain a turret. It's this guy. Yeah. You gain a turret, and it is where is he? Here we go. Navy crewman. and
don't know where to write it.
so yeah, if you write down, it's 2 green,
2 green,
damage 6, crit 3.
damage 6,
Nice.
crit 3. Nice.
And stun setting if you wanted to, if you wanted to. He's currently ducked behind the shield wall. So as you there and you pour your words force powered into this guy, he looks around, kind of, you don't know what kind of experience he's had in the Black Sun, but suddenly he just types in an order, hits enter, and dashes and kind of power slides under the shield wall, and goes, I don't want to die. Not for him. Pulls out his blaster pistol, gives you a nod, and starts firing into the fray. He won't fire until your next turn, of course.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I like that.
As a maneuver, can I pick up the shield that he dropped?
Pick up Bjorn's shield. I'll say yes, but it's about to be Bjorn's turn.
Okay, he might. Yeah,
So he might want to snatch it up himself.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Then I'll stick another stim pack in him.
Okay. So Vigo Cross is watches the shield, and as he does so, scowls and crouches down, and you see unmistakably a force jump as he backflips up onto the gantry behind the battle droid and goes, kill them. And the battle droid is going to take another shot at Bjorn. This time, currently, and I'm going to say Bjorn snatches back up the shield because this happens kind of at the same time.
Isn't it Bjorn? Also, Bjorn has another stim pack, so another 4 points of healing for him.
Oh, right, you've just given another.
Yes,
okay.
I said I stim pack him.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Staying solid with Bjorn here is like, I've actually written
He's
a note.
technically
of
my
if he
in-law.
survives-
I need to protect him. Is Nima's fault.
Yeah, I've actually written down notes as to how, if Bjorn survives this, he's going to have things to say. Gaining a friend here. Let's see. It's
Befriending your in-laws, Viking style.
Yeah.
One, that, and...
By the way, Simon, when do you want to take a break?
We'll take a break just after this. With a nasty attack, 15 points of damage goes towards Bjorn, down to brought down to 10. Bjorn kind of goes and takes all the fucking wounds on the chin. He has comparable wound threshold to Victoria, but he's currently on 13. You watch as, just as he's snatching up the shield, some of the blaster fire manages to pepper the left-hand side of his body. Ooh. At this point, his skin is smoking with these. It's not so much that each bolt does a large amount of damage, it's just the sheer amount of them. With 3 threats.
Good thing I stim-packed him.
The 3 threats are all going to go on to the battle droid himself. So the battle droid now has 3 blacks. And with that, we are going to take a 10-minute break. I'm going to recharge my my fluids and things, and we're going to come back to this chaos. And yeah, you guys aren't dead yet.
We just have JT at full wound threshold. Everything is fine.
Yeah.
It's Star Wars. That was bound to happen at some point.
Just to remind you, JT, that you're on the same amount of maximum patches that you were last session. So how many
3
patches can you have left?
I can have 2 more.
You have 2 more. Cool. Okay. Good to know. So yeah, you can heal 6 points of wound threshold.
I'm keeping track. I'm keeping track.
He's fine. Yeah. We will see you guys after the break.
Yes.
See you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And welcome back, everybody. I just about caught that in time. I shrunk down the window and realized that somebody else was making a noise when Corinne was counting. I was like, oh no, I can only see who's currently making a noise. Right. So when we left off, there was an attack on Bjorn himself. And I just realized that Bjorn hasn't made an attack.
Yeah, because you kind of skipped Bjorn's turn.
Yeah. So I did the Vigo's turn. Right. Bjorn himself hasn't done it.
Yeah.
He's going to attempt a driving assault. So instead of doing an attack himself, he's going to get all of his men to do an attack, and they're going to do that against the thugs who they're opposing, and he gives them some extra dice as well. Ooh. Okay, that's going to be fairly good.
Nice.
So with that, all of the street toughs, not street toughs, they're based off the street tough profile. All of the thugs that are in combat with the berserkers are now on roughly half their hit points, as with a set of barks in Valashar, that there are some words in Valashar that don't have any literal word meanings. They are kind of like battle glyphs. They are verbal battle glyphs, and strung together to make a certain noise. It's just a set of commands, very quickly said as I say, these kind of verbal glyphs, strung together to say what they are to do. And as one, you watch as the shield wall drops and these vibro blades slash forward, most of them hand axes. The only one that's not a hand axe is Björn's kind of gladius sword. And all of the Black Sun thugs are now on half their hit points, thanks to that roll. 4 successes. Absolutely disgusting. And that's going to change how things happen. And you've kept Vigo busy, thankfully. Otherwise, he could have done a similar tactician thing back. At the moment, he's more trying to take down the figurehead rather than anything else. Okay, so... Oh, you're not getting any points, Minion. You're supposed to be getting double now at the moment.
No, because Minion doesn't have a sub at the moment, so...
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, you should still be getting them at regular rate.
Yep.
So, that's the first set of thugs. 3 more around Victoria are going to attempt to... they're going to carry on shooting at her, I think, is what they're going to do. And so that's at diff 2.
Come at me.
With her ridiculous defense.
What's your defense? Because now it's
2.
a new round, you haven't got the extras. Just 2, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Pew, the first one is hitting you for 8.
Aw, Din, that's so nice.
You go now.
That's so nice, Dinian. Dinian gifted a sub to...
Oh, well, thank you very much, dude.
to Minion.
Thank you. There you go, Minion. You're back and gathering like nobody's business. Next, so that one there, and he's going to pass on the threats to the next one. So the next one that comes up is going to be at 3 black.
Mm-hmm.
Did you take 1 damage there, Felicia?
Okay, so he doesn't hit you because he messed up, but he's going to...
Wait, how much damage did the last one do?
The last one did you 8 points of damage before soak.
Yeah, so it's 1.
Which with your insanity is like 1 point of damage gets through. The second one misses completely.
That's just what I'm gonna get through.
He peppers your armor with blaster fire, and with his triumph, it is pretty distracting. So you're going to upgrade the next difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third one's going to go ahead, and I'm going to give him, again, another black. And so that's a 3. He hits, but no damage goes through. Is there anything you'd like those 2 threats? Do you want to have a bonus dice on those threats?
Yeah, I can take a bonus.
Yeah,
dice.
take a bonus.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. So the 3 foes are just blasting away at you, and those of them that manage to get the damage through your defense, one of them manages to like slightly singe an elbow, and that's it. You know,
Yeah.
Like a scrape in a rugby game or something like that. So whoever is last, which I think is Chevron,
Indeedy.
the only one who hasn't gone.
Right, I was pondering about this during the break. I think, yeah, I'm gonna take at least one more punt at the Astromechs, just because I don't know. I want to see what happens. Let's just say that. And then I think I need to get after that.
good.
It might be time to get serious. Well, a bit super serious about doling out some pain. Am I short or medium to them at the minute? Bearing in mind I've backed off a bit. Is it just it took me?
You're behind the door, so at the moment you're still short. I don't think there's a medium range available here.
Okay, it's just because we maneuver to.
It takes longer to get through it all, but you're kind of, as the crow flies or as the blaster fires, you're short range.
Okay, cool then. In that case, I will avail myself of my first stim pack of the day. Thing 1, because owie. So that's maneuvered first. Then to make this count, what would be the diff to hoover grenade at these guys?
Yeah, so it would be a diff 1. It'd be 1 purple, 1 black.
Okay, and then I will also.
I mean, they've set up a bit of a murder hole for you, but they are all in one room. So this is where your explosives are pretty good going.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just try and toss it into the center of these Astromechs. I'm gonna aim, so I'm gonna take the extra strain to take an aim maneuver, and I'm gonna cash in my blue from the chat. Thanks, chat.
There we go.
Because right. Let's see. So that's looks good. Boom.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and that's the blast going off as well.
So that is 11 points of damage to the one in the middle, I guess. You know what I mean? Whoever actually is at the epicenter, and then it's blast 6 on a frag grenade. So that goes off and kaboom! Also amongst the midst of these Astromechs, and that's that. I think.
I wouldn't imagine these random Astromechs having much health because they're not player character Astromechs, but.
The Astromechs. Astromechs are still pretty hardy. They've got a decent amount of soak because they're mechs. You're right, Paul. The one that you managed to bounce the grenade underneath gets completely obliterated, and the shrapnel hits all the other Astromechs as they all start to shuffle around on their feet, going. And and the scream noise that I can't do without neighbors complaining. So with the 6 damage, it seems to have superficially damaged the other Astromechs. But what that has done is brought down the diff against X4.
Indeed.
So,
assuming it's a free action into the the comlink or whatever, I'll basically be like X4 battle droid.
So on your comlink, which is kind of on your wrist, I assume, because you've got. Oh yes, it's definitely on your wrist because you've got your state-of-the-art comlink, haven't you? That you bought during one of the previous things.
He's eating his pot noodles.
We have many different types of comlinks. I have the fancy over the eye comlink.
Yeah, she's got the visor. JT's got it inside his thing. But yeah, I'm going to say yours is a nice wristy. And the X4 says Astromechs first. And Paul, I'll get you to roll this. Can you roll 2 yellow, 2 green, 2 blue versus 2 red?
All right. Oh, well, that's what we like to see to some extent.
That is very good.
Well, I'll let you play that one, Simon. There you go. Spend these points. Spend this wisely, please.
Oh, don't worry. I already know what it's going to do. So
that's almost worse.
So we're going to put in that. Sure. Okay. So ignore that. It's just I needed to know what kind of crit was going to come up, so I just rolled ship crit. You watch as one of the astromechs that was plugged in with the little turny thing, little turny board, very important, suddenly goes, wow! As the port overloads. Only 3 of the astromechs are currently plugged in, and that one is has been forcibly ejected from the system and will actually have to do an action to get back in. It's actually quite close to Victoria now.
Oh,
yeah. So I'm going to say you're engaged with 3 mooks and the astromech that is trying to roll its way back to where it was before. So yeah, you've disengaged 2, which means that the shitty astromechs that were on the Isvar and your souped up X4 are now kind of attacking downhill.
Oh. X4 is a good boy. I'm sure he can corral the shitty ones into doing what's supposed to be done.
I imagine him as a little office Hitler. Yeah, I imagine him as a little office Napoleon, yeah. As he's kind of bullying them into doing it. So that's that entire round. Back to the top.
So
JT
what are all
and
the advantages? Do we get blue dice, or is the day?
Oh, the advantages that was rolled on JT. On X4's roll was forcibly ejecting one of them from the system.
It was crit plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Multiple
so
crits.
it was a droid crit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and yeah.
What do you have planned, Ed?
So, Ed and Felicia, what are you doing?
Oh well, it's any of us, but yes, probably Ed and Felicia, because.
We have long since established that me and Edo go first because we do shit.
Well, it depends if the other guys want to do disabling actions. That can be useful.
That they can do every once in a while.
If anybody has
the heavy hitter generally goes first because then there are less things to attack the other guy.
But I think JT needs to go first this time.
So, what's your plan, JT?
My plan is to pull out my 4th slap patch of the day, slap it straight on, just to bring me down to 9.
At the very least, I'm wearing down your inventory.
Yes.
We're not like we're millionaires or anything, and buying this is literally not digging into any of our money.
It's not the buying thing, it's the having them available right now thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Nima bought a fuck ton.
I did.
So.
Yes, so I am going to... I need to ask diffs. I need to know the diffs of the droids, of the mooks, and of the super battle droid.
1.
All of them 1?
Yeah. It's
the super battle
it's
droid
the whole
even have
thing
any
about
defense?
shooting. So the diff for everything is 1 purple and 1 black, and the rest is just given by whether or not they have any defense or any upgrade.
I was asking about defense mostly.
Okay, cool. So who's first?
I need to know them all because auto fire means I need to go for the most heavily defended one.
So that's absolutely fine. Let's pull that out then. So the heavy battle droid has 2 ranks of adversary. This is the first time someone's considered them, which means that and they've got where's their defense? Range defense 1. So the difficulty on the super battle droid is let me get this right: 1 red, 1 purple, and 2 black. Okay. On the Vigo, it is
I don't care about the Vigo. I'm not going to fire at him.
Okay, right. So the super battle droid is 1 red, 1 purple, 2 black. And that's the highest one.
Cool. And that black is from defense.
Defense, yeah.
Cool.
So is it asking defense 2 or defense 1? You said
2.
Sorry. No, one of them is the situation. So your tracker goggles gets rid of 1. So for you, it would be 1, 1, 1.
Yeah, I want to take out as many as I can, so I'm actually going to go for the battle droids. Try and get
Okay,
as
so you're
many
gonna start at the super battle droid,
No, I'm just going for the ones.
the regular ones.
Yes,
Okay.
because I can hit them and the mooks because they are the same diff to hit.
They are the same diff. Yeah, cool. Okay, yeah,
So-
that works for me.
Going for them, I've got a blue from threats before and a blue. I think didn't it? No, it was Paperclip gave me the blue. Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to go with that. That's what.
Oh, that's disgusting. That is. Oh my god.
That, my friend, is 2 dead droids and 1 dead mook.
Yeah,
That is. Yeah.
it is.
Because you just
Because
keep
that is,
replicating it.
15 damage, pierce 1, 2 crits, 2 advantages for an auto fire, so straight
Okay.
down the line.
So here we go. So yeah, dead battle droid, no problem at all. There's only one sorry, actually no, there's no battle droids left. There's only the super battle droid. So you take out the last of the regular battle droids. Now, would you like to take out one of the mooks that are with Victoria, or one of the mooks making up the line pressing against Bjorn's?
I'm going to take out Bjorn's mooks. Victoria can handle herself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Victoria's fine.
This becomes important because breaking a battle line becomes all important.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. You
I
spray
take out
and you hit
3.
the one guy.
It's 2 advantages to do an auto fire, so I take out 3 of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
Just make sure we got numbers.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you hit 1, and then you get 1, 2, 3. But so actually no, you take out 2
4?
droids and 2 mooks.
Yeah,
Only
it's
one
4. Because
droid.
it's 2. Because it's you have 3 autofires there, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's initial hit and then 3
Yeah,
other two.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you take out both the remaining regular battle droids and you take out 2 mooks. Well, the 2 mooks. Oh jeez. Okay. Right.
This is why I built this gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killing 2 of them and breaking the line means that the berserkers respond immediately, and as they break, they end up making a penetration point in the line, and you hear someone say, "Bjorn, now!" And Bjorn spins, gets replaced by one of the guys who has just been freed up.
Yeah.
And in what is effectively a chess castle maneuver, but using real people, Bjorn breaks the ranks like someone cutting through the line in a rugby game and starts to rage run at the guys who are around Victoria. He's going to go back to back with her. It's not his turn yet, but that's what he's going to do. He's in the middle of doing it, and he'll
That
do
is
it on
going
his next
to
turn.
confer a blue onto Victoria because I have 1 advantage left. So the next person.
Lovely.
Absolutely, Victoria. You can see he's not there yet, but Bjorn is coming up to basically get into formation with you this time.
Well, one guy is basically on his last breath, so I don't really need to care about him. He's gonna die by himself.
They don't just fall dead on their own. You still need to stab them to death.
It's got a crit.
You've got 3 people and a no. That guy died already.
Yeah.
You've got 3 people and a.
Yeah, remember Simon was looking at the
Yeah,
wrong stats.
I looked at the wrong thing. So yeah, you've got 3 people around you. One of them's already dead, and you do have an astromech within range at the moment that got blasted away from the wall.
I could take care of that one. X4 would like that.
Yeah, but you probably want to get rid of the mooks that are giving you a
the mooks are
distraction.
more important. I guess, depending on. Let's blast a mook. Oh well, not blast,
Okay.
slash.
Go for it.
Nice.
Attack a mook.
Yeah, and it was 1 upgrade to the diff because someone had something.
Yep. Someone had a triumph. Yep.
And oh boy.
Oh my word. Okay, that's many crits. Even if you don't take him out, although I think you take him out just on the damage alone.
Base damage is 8, 9, 10, 11.
Even with this.
Here's
so,
2.
Yeah, this guy's dead. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
So yeah, don't bother with the crit. You guys watch as just with a heavy swing of this greatsword, this guy doesn't so much get decapitated. She actually takes him under the armpit, and she takes off the arm and the head in a single chunk. What would you like to do with your? Oh God.
I have 6.
With your
advantages.
6.
You can give out a lot of blues.
I'm going to see if this will help. You just became a mod minion.
You're giving people power hand over fist here, Simon.
Minion and Prime are the two people. If I was ever going to mod people, it would be Minion and Prime.
Yes, I know. I
I gave it to Prime the other day because I was like, "Aren't you a mod already?" Click. There we go. So maybe you'll start gaining more now because I think that mods get more.
No, we get mods
points.
get the same. We get the same amount of points.
Mods get the same. Well, let's see if it works. Let's see if it actually gets them going. Because you'd be getting chaos points at this point.
Oh well. Either way, I will give myself 1 more defense, because why the fuck not? And even if it's only gain 1 for me, could I thematically say that by taking out this guy, Björn also gets 1 defense? Because thematically.
Who gets defense, sorry?
Björn.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So as
Fighting back to back.
So as he comes up, you've already set the field because you saw him running up, and you're just like, well, he's going to need to stand here, kill the guy. Right? Okay. Now there's space for him to stand here. Yeah, I like that idea. Yeah, cool. Okay, so the main battle droids are.
Oh, Minion.
To be fair, Minion, I don't think I'm getting points either.
What's up with that?
Oh, I'm gaining
It's
points.
probably Twitch being a little bit twitchy.
Yeah. I will see what I can do about giving channel points. Can you give channel points?
I don't think so.
I think you can, but this I don't know where to do it.
No.
Okay, I'll look it up. And throw some at you. Because I know the average that you'd get per session. So if you haven't had any this session, I can just go, there you go. So the only battle droid left is the super battle droid. Now it's got a few different options here. As it's assessing the battlefield, it has JT, who just took out it's the droids that were helping it target. And then you've got Victoria and Björn. Now Björn is quite bloodied. That was the last. That was the last order he got, was kill Björn. But it is allowed to make certain decisions. I think it's going to have a go now that it sees that Björn is coming up to Victoria. It's going to attack Victoria. But then if it auto-fires, it's going to auto-fire straight into Björn. I think that's what it's going to do. So let's throw in on this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't get any of its targeting dice now because you killed all of its little friends. It's 1, 2 for the diff. And then how many defense have you got?
3 black currently.
3 black. Cool. It's not going to use that. It's not going to use that. So for this attack, if I do hit, it's got PS1, so your soak is down to 6 instead of 7.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, look at that.
So that's 15 points of damage.
Fuck.
It doesn't crit, unfortunately. So instead,
take down to 6. By 6, so that's 9.
Yeah, take it down to 9 damage. And so fucking minigun coming out of this thing's arm.
Yeah.
And so it sprays on you. Does it gets auto-fire, doesn't it?
Yep, 2 advantages for auto-fire.
2 advantages auto-fire. So it's going to spray that onto Björn as well. Björn is down. Thankfully, Björn is Nemesis class and also rolls on the crit table. So he comes up and just Oh, hang on. How does that work? Actually, because I have to attack the person with the most to do that.
Yeah.
And that would have been...
Yeah, so you can't go auto-fire to a person that has...
No, he has to auto-fire lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say that it fucked up then, because I fucked up.
Yeah.
So it doesn't hit Bjorn at all.
Also, point of order, Simon. Shouldn't the diff have been one higher to auto fire?
Yes, it would have.
Yes.
Okay, hang on.
Sorry.
Well done, thank you. Okay, so he definitely doesn't get auto fire because that's the extra threat.
Yeah.
So with his one success, his one advantage, he's going to cry. There's nothing much you can do with one.
Nope. Panic.
He doesn't have any strain. He's going to add a blue to the Vigo. Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, I'm starting to feel the burn now.
Yep.
Ouch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like you can withstand a lot of the small fry. You know, it's like what's his name from The Princess Bride. You know, very good against crowds of people, but when you're up against a specialist, then you're in trouble. So that comes into another player slot now. So it's either Nima or Chevron.
How much was it to give myself
Ooh,
more
that was fast.
wound threshold? Okay, I can do that. I can also give myself more soak if we get enough XP.
Idle question, Simon. Just to give it. How would I be able to run up towards the Vigo at the minute? And how many maneuvers would it cost me?
No, the Vigo is up on the gantry. You would need
He's behind
to...
the
So you can
big
shoot
You need
at
to be
him.
able to force jump, spend turns
Oh.
climbing, or jetpack.
Or you
If
shoot
there was
at him.
A spiral staircase sort of thing.
There's a staircase at the back, but you'd have to literally go through the entire battlefield to get there.
I mean, how long range are
checking.
we at the moment
Just
from
checking.
him? Because it's still a small
It's not so
room.
much range, it's obstacles. So you would have to go through the battle line. You'd have to go through the current battlefield where Björn and Victoria are attacking the mooks. You'd have to go up the
No,
kind
Simon,
of...
I'm asking for range of weapons, because I assume it's still
Short.
close.
Oh, it's all short in here.
Everything is
We're in
short.
a shooting gallery.
Yeah, so you can just shoot him with your good guns.
Oh no! I get. Sorry, I wasn't. I get the wrong mental image of my. I imagine this beautiful staircase going up towards the top.
Yep, beautiful
No,
staircase
no.
going up the top, and then the staircase goes on to like a gantry, and he's on that gantry. So
But
you'd have
between
to
me
go
and that
through...
staircase is a lot of people murdering each
Yeah.
other. Okay, that's the problem. Just checking. I wasn't sure if there was a way I could sneak around the side or anything else. No.
No. Well,
Yeah, there's a way, but no. Okay.
I didn't think about stealth. I would say, yeah, it'd be a maneuver to go short to close, and then a maneuver to go close to engaged. If you want to go up to a Vigo holding a force pike, bear in mind the Vigo holding the force pike is next to the super battle droid, so it doesn't look the best place to be.
This is fair. I was just more considering options. I was just trying to work out
I would say
where I
if
could
you're
be.
successful at stealth, you could probably do it in 2 maneuvers.
Okay. Noted.
That's literally kind of like going rogue. This is rogue coolness happening, where suddenly
Yeah.
you're just kind of dashing like a wisp of smoke through the entire battlefield.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just there because the moment you mentioned stealth, I was like, what does a stealthy person do here? Because I like to have this battle has something for everybody. Yeah, the stealthy person could get up the stairs to Vigo Cross because it's a small distance. It's just a very complex distance.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd be able to get it.
Otherwise, Karen, any ideas?
Well, I've done my thing of getting the shield down, so you now can shoot at him from range.
I mean, kudos.
yeah.
It's the next round now, Karen. New ideas. Come on.
Yeah.
That was last season.
Yeah. Other things I was thinking was to keep pace with Björn and Victoria, because they keep getting really, really hurt by things, and I need to keep stabbing them.
Just running up and stabbing people liberally with stimpaks.
Okay, the other thing I've got, again, I'm tempted. I mean, basically, choices on my thing is I can take a pew at either the droid or Vigo.
Take out some astromechs, I think.
Or I can chuck it.
Because that way, our X4 can take out the bear gun.
I think because he's doing his command thing, I think getting the stim packs in the thing so they don't like go into crits might be a good idea to start with. Or how does it work when you go?
If you want to do that now, if you want to, I mean, if you want to take your round now and just pump some stim packs in, or because I'm hiding right now and I'm tempted. While I can still be effective for my cover, I'm tempted to try that. But again, not forever. But like I got
keeping with my shield that has like +3.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, so me and Björn are back to back, but you're in between us.
Yeah, I'm just going.
Back to fall.
Yeah, you kind of sandwich yourself between these two walls of muscle and just start pulling out syringes and going.
So yeah, I mean it's the Vigo next, or not the Vigo. Vigo's left Bjorn next. So like, if you think Bjorn's going to take more kicking.
Yeah. Yeah. So
how many enemies are there left around us?
So you've got 2 mooks around you, and then after that you're free. So yeah.
How many astromechs are it towards the side?
There's 2 astromechs that are plugged in, a third that's going to go and plug in again. There's 6 of the mooks that are in battle with Bjorn's forces, hand to hand.
Those are frontliners.
And so they are the shield wall at the moment, trying to keep everything controlled. Nobody's kind of fought one of those actually. You're fighting the similar ones. You can see that they appear to be under some form of drug. They seem to be tripping balls, these mooks, to the point where it's making them fearless. And then after that it's just the Vigo, the super battle droid, and a bunch of very scared operators.
Fair.
Some of which have already been partially damaged by the explosives. Idea.
So the smartest thing is like put stim packs in me and Björn, or take out astromechs so that X4 can go after the big one. Because I have a feeling that's where we need a slicer to get that guy.
Yeah, that probably. So I can just shoot.
I'm glad you guys have engaged with what I hoped was an interesting battlefield, where I was like, X4 is currently stuck by design. This droid is nasty.
Yeah, I can shoot one of the astromechs if you want me to. Or I can I can shoot and stimpack Bjorn at the same time, because shooting is an action. And that's the maneuver.
Good. I think that's probably better than what I've got in the car, in the tank, because
so I will. How many wounds is Bjorn at the moment, Simon?
Bjorn is on. He's 13 out of 20.
Okay.
Not so.
He has 1 more wound threshold than me.
But he hasn't got any of your aggressive stuff.
Rude.
Yes, he's sword and board. Of course, he's got a little bit more.
Well,
yes.
Currently, Bjorn hasn't really moved from me. So I can't.
Yes, he has. He's. Actually, no, he hasn't. He's about to.
Yeah, he's about to. Yeah, it hasn't been his turn yet. So I'm gonna stab him once more. 3.
Sure. So that was 5, 4, 3.
3.
Okay, he's down to 10 out of 20. Yeah.
Yep. And I will shoot an astromech.
Sure. You whip out your thing. So
I had it
purple
out.
and the black.
Yep.
It's fine, we'll fix it. And I've already decided what the modification we're gonna put on your disruptor rifle.
Okay, or decide for me.
Yes, you're getting an ion cannon applied to it.
Okay.
So that you can switch between them.
Droid killer.
Yeah, so I don't melt things.
Yes. Yes. You can choose between melting things or frying them.
Yeah. Yes. Let's see if
How
I
powerful is
hit.
Hazel?
No.
Unfortunately, yeah. You end up vaporizing just a panel instead, but it was worth the shot.
Yeah.
Okay, so
well, my advantage, which I gave a blue to next person.
advantage. Sure. Okay. So
That would
Björn
be
dashes
Björn.
up, and
And
he's
your movement is used following Björn, I guess.
Well, but I don't have. Well, because I don't. Yeah. I'll use this maneuver, an extra maneuver, to follow Björn as well.
yeah, sure. I'll allow for that. Yeah, because how do you move out of turn? Yeah, I guess if it's a prepared maneuver, you can do that.
Yeah.
Because technically you could move ahead of him to where he's going to be.
Yeah.
But let's
so it's-
flavor it as you're following him.
Yeah.
So Björn steps forward. He's going to go into a charge attack, and so let's throw in for him.
He has a blue from me because it will be the next acting friendly person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Stab a bitch. That is a stab.
yep, that's a
stab.
stab, and basically, guy's dead. So
Yeah.
he goes up to one of the mooks, shield bashes him, and then just drives the gladius straight through the guy's gut, and the guy just looking with disbelief as once again Björn uses the shield to just push this guy back off his sword, as if he's unworthy of it. And you can see that Björn is looking up at the gantry, and he's kind of assessing whether or not he can jump up and grab the gantry and get up that way. Okay, and Vigo Cross.
Barely any mooks left, no robots. It's
Yeah.
getting pretty cold.
Sure. And then he pulls out his lightsaber.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's got a force pike that it's almost as good as a lightsaber anyway.
It doesn't have the
He's-
ridiculous pierce.
No, it's only got PS2, a force pike, yeah. And it doesn't have any vicious as well.
No.
It only has the same pierce as my great sword, despite being a force weapon.
Though, force pike doesn't necessarily need to be force weapon, doesn't think.
No,
No,
but
no,
he's using the force to jump around. I'm
Yeah.
gonna assume.
Yes, the only thing that you've seen that's force so far, force pike doesn't mean the force.
Yeah.
It's just it's a pike that has like a kind of a gravimetric field on there that when you hit with it, it hits really fucking hard. And it also can fend off vibroblades and lightsabers. The Imperial Guard have them, so the red guys, they have force spikes. Okay, so Vigo Cross is going to turn to the super battle mech and say, not going rather well, is it?
Oh shit.
Sulfate confirmed, and he goes up to part of the gantry, reaches up to the ceiling, opens up a hatch, and jumps upwards and out of the room.
Oh dear.
Ah.
Is he gonna drop, like, bombs on us?
Oh, worse. Sulfate is a very nasty substance.
It seems that it was a password in this case.
Okay.
So yeah, that's Vigo Cross's turn. Is that now
He left the room.
he's left the room.
Rude.
The last thug is hopped up, and he's going to try to attack you, Nima. So let's go for that.
I have his shield.
That you do. That you do.
Oh, JT, you have this upgrade dice.
Oh, sorry, not Nima. Victoria. Sorry, the thug's going for Victoria. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I'm
fine.
sandwiched between these two people.
Yeah, this guy was fighting Victoria, so he's kind of engaged with her. Well, he is engaged with her.
Yeah.
So that is 2 and 1 and 2.
It's fine, man.
And
We're gonna get you
how
one
many?
of those.
How many defense on you, Victoria?
2, 3. No, yeah, no, it's only 2 now because I've had my turn. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So he does hit.
But he does
For a
no
to-
damage.
He does no damage. Yeah. He does no damage, and he confers on you. I think it's. He confers a blue on you.
Yeah.
Well, I think with 3 you can do a bit more than because a blue is 2.
Oh, actually, he falls prone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He falls prone, and even the drugs are wearing off at this point. So Chevron, I believe, is the last of the initiative order. What are you doing, sir?
Ooh. Right. Well, everything changes, eh?
Well, all I said was a word.
Just one word.
What he did was rude. He left the battlefield like a coward.
I mean, this guy is a coward.
Chevron totally agrees, and that's something Chevron would never ever do. Run away when he was losing. Never. Sounds like a terrible idea.
If you'd got to cross when he thought that the battle was still in his favor, he would have fought you happily hand to hand. But now he's like, fighting them hand to hand whilst everybody else is taking pot shots at me. No, I'm not up for that. And yeah, he's leaving.
Yes, you need to catch him.
You could get a carbonite grenade up there.
Yeah.
Ooh, up through the hole.
Well, he hasn't. Vigo Chris is still there. Vigo Cross hasn't.
Depends on what's on the other side of the hole.
Well, Vigo Cross has gone through the hole. The super battle droid is still on the gantry.
Oh, I thought it was the super battle droid that.
No.
No, the super battle droid is still in the gantry. Vigo Cross said sulfate to the super battle droid, and then he jumped through. Then Vigo Cross jumped through the hole.
Oh.
He pieced out.
Yeah. I mean, as ever, I know it sounds like a broken record, but I'm like, I don't know. The part of me still wants to just crack those astromechs and just get X4 to just suborn the ship, basically, and be like, right, our toy now.
Essentially, yeah.
But I don't quite know if that's really within X4's power, frankly.
Close down some vents.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just all I want to
prevent
see
the escape systems, like prevent him being able to launch off the ship, stuff like that.
Yeah, go on. Let's have a crack at that. So I will. Take another crack at these astromechs in the.
Sure. All 3 astromechs have now re-engaged. So
Okay. Yeah.
So go for it. What are you doing? What are you going to do to try and take him out?
So again, I've still got I've still got pretty well. I bought many frag grenades, so I'm gonna, I think the fact that I've chucked
Little
3,
firebug,
this
yeah.
is my 3rd now. I've logged during this combat. So I will.
So they get the astromech.
My vantage point. I will. Go on. Aim twice and loose.
Ooh.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, I smell blast.
So that would be
yeah.
So that is 8 plus whatever the successes are. So 10 damage to one of them.
Sure.
Plus the blast.
Plus the blast, which triggers. Plus I think that leaves you 1 success left, which I'll just take a strain off myself because I am eating it for breakfast because it is delicious.
The 2 remain. 1 droid blows up. The remaining 2 are looking heavily damaged. And
what's the man gonna do? 2 grenades to the face. Anyway.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the kind
of
of the spill damage on those frag grenades aren't as good as like the iron grenades.
It's not a disruptor grenade. It's not a thermal detonator or anything.
Yeah.
Later.
Later,
We'll
have a whole stock of thermal detonators.
You reduce the numbers even further, which means that it went from that to that to that to that to that. Give me 2 yellow, 2 green, 2 blue, versus 1 yellow, 1 green.
1 red, 1 purple.
Oh, sorry, one red, one purple. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. Same shape, different color. Yeah, okay. Is it?
Yeah.
That definitely works for me. Yeah, with that one, X4 is going to lock one of them out, so it's effectively dead. You just watch as one of the astromechs starts to starts to pace from foot to foot in the same way that R2 used to, with frustration. And you can see that it's frantically turning that little turny thing backwards and forwards to no avail as he's been locked out. At this point, X4 goes, I can leave the last one to, it comes up on your comlink, says I can leave the last one to the other astromechs. What do you need me to do?
Disable the big guy.
Well, actually, no, I'll be like, we came here for the Vigo. Lock him in.
X4 kind of goes, sure, got an idea. And that's it. That's all you hear from him.
All right, I'll take that.
So, yep, okay. So that is you. Back to the top. JT and Victoria, you watch as Vigo Cross jumps through the hole. I would like you both to do perception checks, please.
I have my attack set up.
Can I do
I've got to undo all
vigilance,
that.
please?
Perception.
Yeah, but you're not doing it.
Oh,
Nope.
who's doing perception? You said.
Well, actually, it could be Nima, but whoever... Right, so basically, two of you can do perception checks. Whoever does perception checks has to be in slot 1 and 2.
Oh.
Because they're the only people who are going to have a chance.
Can I do vigilance instead?
No.
I'd much.
Well, then Nima can take the first slot.
Because
I have
then I can point
respectable-
out where he is for whoever's going second.
AKA
Would-
JT, you can Daka.
Yeah, so I do JT, or I don't know if Felicia will at this point be able to jetpack up and through the hole, if Simon will allow that.
You can certainly try.
Either way, Nima can take my spot in the beginning.
Well, how about Nima takes the first slot, and then if she sees what she can potentially see, everybody decides who's going to be the best person to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nima, do me a perception check, and it's going to be at diff 2 and a black, because you are not a mechanics guy.
No, I'm not. But I do have uncanny senses.
None of us are a mechanics character, to be fair.
Yeah.
What are the advantages that, what were the advantages turned into from X4? Any blues or anything, or were they...
No, the advantages helped him get the lockdown.
Okay.
So they were all done in they were all converted on the slicing table.
Okay.
He shut down the port basically.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Whew. And you said a black.
Yeah.
Well,
The black is
perception
out of
is your
expertise.
thing.
Yeah, perception is generally my thing. I can give myself a...
And this is a passive thing. This isn't even an action or a maneuver. This is just a thing.
Well, I'm gonna upgrade a check by using strain, so I get an extra green. Yeah, because it doesn't say I can do it. Yeah. Next skill check. Yeah, it doesn't say. It's just as long as I've got strain.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay. You have seen one of these things before. That's what the advantages are going to be. Is that not only do you see it, but you've seen what it is. This is an adapted battle droid. It contains one missile in its chassis, and you can see part of its chassis opening up. When it gets to its turn, it's going to fire its single missile into the fray at everyone.
Shit. What are my 2 triumphs? What can I do with my 2 triumphs?
Break the missile.
Yeah, can I break the missile?
I look at it really hard and break it. No, you can't. Because when you're dealing damage to a target, as we found out, you can destroy stuff.
My own petard.
Then she saved those 2, shoot it, and then destroy it.
I don't think
you
that
can
works.
upgrade the difficulty of that guy. So you can shout out and say, "Look out!" and upgrade the difficulty of attacking with that weapon twice, or you can upgrade an allied character's next check twice.
I can try and slice him in 2, but
Or I can try and get auto fire on him.
Yeah, auto fire is
that sounds like a very good thing.
I think auto fire is.
Was that
What we need.
Nima's action though? I mean, is it still worth a little?
No, that
confuse?
was just my free perception check.
Yeah. So Nima gets her turn anyway. So she still gets her turn.
I will attempt shooting at him, but I probably won't hit. But I will attempt it.
I mean, hell, you can, if you wish, upgrade your next check.
I'm not gonna upgrade my own check because I don't have all the fun toys that JT has. But yes.
Where do you get those wonderful toys?
Not yet.
Um,
We will get you fun toys.
what do we think? Do we think it's better to play on the defensive, give him upgraded difficulty, or maybe just
No,
make...
because if it's a rocket, it's probably got blast as well. You want to get him down before he fires.
Oh,
Okay.
it's blast.
Yeah. Okay, I will give it to JT. The 2
Upgrade.
There is a missile.
Okay, so we don't know if you're going to give double upgrade to the next person to act. Let's find out which one of you should be the one to act.
Yeah.
First of all,
My
let's
turn.
finish your turn. So you have maneuvers. Oh,
I'm
maneuver.
gonna aim and shoot at him.
Okay, that sounds about right. Go for it.
He's short range, so is it diff 1?
So it's diff 1.
Yeah.
And 2 blacks. 1 for the situation, and 1 for the fact he's got range defense 1.
Was this guy not red, purple, black? I thought that's what you said to me earlier.
Oh, hang on. He's adversary as well. Sorry, he is red, purple, and 2 black. Which for Ed was red, purple, black. Thank you for reminding me of that. He's got adversary too.
Okay. I'm not expecting great things.
These things are
Seducing
nasty.
the robot is not really something that can be done, I'm sorry.
No, I can't.
Oof. Pew pew. Yeah, this.
Two blue to
to the next person.
to the next person.
Next person has 2 upgrades and 2 blue. They can make it count. Right.
Go
so.
for it, JT.
Yes, I would like to seduce the, as you said, the robot, but I don't think the robot.
Hey, baby.
Maybe X4 could do it via radio communication, like, hello, sexy.
Because robots have sexual or romantic desire.
I mean, they have anxiety.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, right. For the rest of you, whoever goes next has 2 upgrades and 2 bonus dice to whatever they're going to do. And thanks to the fact that you let Nima go
has
first.
1 extra upgrade dice too, because he got that from a channel point.
Yes.
Okay. The basically what from being pointed out by Nima points out what's going on. You can see that a single missile is going to come out of this super battle droid and fire right into the middle of the battlefield. And it's going to try to hit everyone.
JT's time to roll 2 triumphs and save us all.
Yes.
Yes.
JT.
Now, one of the things you can attempt to do is do at least 1 point of damage and get 2 triumphs, which means you can destroy a piece of kit. That means you can destroy the launcher, which means it never happens. That is one tactic, is try to mine for that. The other possibilities are, I don't have to tell you, but there are some creative things. I made a list of 7 things you could do to avoid this. Yeah.
Yes.
But in all fairness, I had
was
time.
seduce the robot on that list? That's the question.
No, it wasn't. Funny enough, it wasn't on
the bottom.
Maybe you need to rethink that list.
Oh, you get another bonus dice. There you go, JT.
So,
I
2
think
upgrades,
the
3
chat
bonus
has
dice.
Spoken. JT, do your thing.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to speak now?
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, so JT normally has 3 yellow and 1 green. We've got 2 upgrades, gives me 4 yellow and 1 green from Neem. Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay.
I'm walking through it.
Okay.
3 and 1. 2 upgrades gives me 4 and 0, 4 and 1. An upgrade from the chat. Sorry, I can't remember who gave me that. Gives me 5. A bonus. I'm going to flip another for another upgrade. So I'm on 5 and 1 greens. I'm going to blow 2 strain to aim twice. So that gives me 2. I've got 2 bonus dice and 2 from Nima. So I'm on 5, 1, 5 against 1, 1, 1. I'm just going to straight up attack him. Like nothing
Finger
fancy.
of God time.
Nothing complicated.
This is the light repeating blaster.
This is the light repeating blaster.
So you're just gonna weigh in. Okay, this guy's got insane soak and hit points. So that's how it goes.
I am fishing for triumphs.
I'd like to point right now that if you had the dice set that comes with the game, you could not roll this.
No,
Yeah,
You do not get enough dice in the
You would
box
have to
do
buy
this.
3 packs of dice to roll this. Yeah. Here we
go.
go.
That's
Oh,
One triumph.
Ooh.
1, but still.
But there's
Okay.
3 autofires.
Can I?
3 autofires, and he
didn't-
can just apply the autofires several times.
Can I
Doesn't say
instead spend all of those advantages? Because there's a thing in 3 advantages: force the target to drop a weapon. Can I just do that possibly twice? Because it's integrated, but that's a lot
actually,
of advantages.
Looking at it here, when dealing damage to a target, have the attack disable the opponent or one piece of gear rather than dealing wounds or strain.
Yeah.
This could include hobbling him temporarily with a shot to the leg or causing him to drop the blaster. This should be agreed upon by the player and the GM. The effects are up to the GM, although the critical injury table is a good resource to consult for possible effects. Effects should be temporary and not too excessive. You know what? If you'd got 2 2 triumphs, you would have taken out the rocket launcher. The fact that you got 1 and 6 advantages, I would say I will give you 3. It's disabled for 3 rounds. It's jammed for 3 rounds.
Okay, time. We've got time.
Well, it says here instead of, doesn't it, for those?
Yes. Yeah,
Rather
I'm
than
quite
damage.
happy doing no damage for that.
Yeah, so it's localized damage. You see the piece of the chassis opening up, and you're just blasting that one opening piece, effectively welding it. Yeah, instead of welding a moving part, so it's solid. Yeah, I will give you 3 rounds, and just drawing 3 boxes here. You've just effectively saved everybody because in 3 rounds, everyone can run out the room.
Yeah, there's no point in us being in anymore because he's gone somewhere else. So.
And X4 is tracking him.
Yeah.
So that's JT. Is there anything else you want to do with your? No, you aimed.
I've done everything.
Yeah,
You
you've done
double
everything.
aimed.
Okay. The battle droid is trying to sort out his thing. So he takes 1 round off his jam, and he's going to try and do a mechanics check to attempt to take off another one of those jam parts, and that's no successes.
No.
Next attack against it, the diff is upgraded by 1, but he didn't manage to take off a round of jamming. Cool. Someone else's turn. So either
Victoria?
Chevron or Victoria.
Remind me, do I have any mooks around me?
No, they're all dead.
Then I will jetpack to him and slice at the big robot.
Okay, you're going to go for the robot. Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Jetpacking onto the gantry at this point, because you're just below it, is a simple thing. It would have been a roll to go through the hatch. You have a robot in front of you. What are you going to do to the robot? The poor robot.
I am gonna hit the robot with my big sword.
I want to hit the robot. The
Upgraded one, so it's one.
So it's two reds and one. Yeah, 2 reds, 1 purple, no blacks because it's a ranged defense only on this creature.
No blacks. Okay.
No.
Wouldn't 2 reds and 1 purple be upgraded twice?
Only upgrade the ones who only got 1 triumph.
Yeah.
So yes, because of the base. So the base to attack the droid is 2 purple. He has 2 ranks of adversary, so both purples get turned into reds, and then on top of that, there's a purple.
So 2 reds,
for
1 purple.
the triumph.
Okay. It's a hit.
It's a hit. It's not a crit, but it's definitely a hit. How much damage?
10 damage, pierce 2.
Okay.
You do 2 damage.
10 damage, pierce 2, so that brings the soak down to 5. So it takes 5 points of damage. Congratulations.
Ooh! Flip a dark side, dark to light. Hello.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you so much.
I thought you were
Good night, Liberate. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
Thank you, Hermit. Yeah. So you carve into this heavy battle droid, and you notice it's got a lot of soak, but you've got a lot of pierce, and you do manage to get probably more damage than most people would be able to get in a single round. Yeah.
If nothing else.
Yeah. Anything else you would like to do, Felicia? I think your maneuver was to get up there. Your attack, I think you're done.
Yeah. What would it take to basically stab myself with a stim pack?
It would cost you 2 strain. Which actually you haven't taken any, so yeah. If you take 2 strain, you can give yourself a stim pack.
Yeah, and I have only used 1 stim pack, so that is
so this
4
one
points.
this one gives you 4 back, yeah.
Okay.
Nice management of strain and wound.
Yes.
Next up after JT, sorry, not after JT, after the slot that Ed originally rolled, is Bjorn and the Vigo. Okay, this is going to be fun. So Bjorn's going to attempt a brawn check, diff 2, to jump up on the gantry and effectively vault onto it. So this is the Barbarian Leap.
Yeah.
No.
No.
So yeah, instead, the advantage is I'm going to rule that he
Doesn't take any damage.
he doesn't take any damage, and I'm going to blow all 4 of them to say that he instead runs up onto the gantry instead, but he doesn't manage to get up through the hatch. So he's going to turn around and have a go at this battle mech as well. This heavy battle droid as well. So it's just going to be that flat because he doesn't get the extra upgrade. And swing. He puts some damage in as well. But with his pierce as well, it's not a huge amount. He manages to do just 3 points of damage. Is it 3? It's 2 or 3. He does 3 points of damage. So yeah, you're up to 8 damage on this assassin droid. Not assassin droid. This super battle droid. The Vigo is going to do something off screen.
He does stuff.
You guys can hear some kind of engine or something booting up above you. So an engine revving. Space engine.
Yes. Chaotic. Just watching streams like this is a great way to learn, and just as Ed said, just playing the adventure is starting adventure is also a great way to learn the system.
Yeah, definitely. There is if you look out there online, there is a international tabletop day adventure using this system and using the light version of this system. You can also just look up Genesis dice. That's GENESYS, and you can just start learning about the Genesis dice in general. Mostly, you just need one dedicated person to get this book or the other two books that are like it. I recommend this one because you don't have to worry about keeping into the Star Wars canon. This is, all of the mooks on the sides of space. And so you can pretty much say, well, what you want within reason. It doesn't have much in the way of Force users. It only has Force sensitives, but that's actually a good thing for a budding DM.
Yeah.
So I would recommend Edge of the Empire and just have a flick through. It tells you how to use the dice and all the rest of it. And don't worry if you haven't got the dice either. The dice roller that you can see that we've spliced into this screen is available online. So you can go to dice.skyjedi.com and you'll be able to use the dice on there. But I do recommend when you're playing with your friends to buy the dice as well. So as far as I'm concerned,
also
I've got
if
the
you
comic.
buy the starter adventure, you get a set of
You
dice.
get the dice, yeah. So the starter box is definitely worthwhile. As
and
much
it's
as I
cheaper
normally
than
don't
the
like
rule
them.
book.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So if you want to dip your toe in there and get it, even if you're a player, the starter box. I normally don't like starter boxes, but the starter boxes that Fantasy Flight put together are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So because it'll teach you the rules, teach you rules light, but it'll teach you the rules and it'll give you the dice. So that's pretty cool. And to tell you the truth, there's not a huge difference between the starter box and the dice anyway. So you may as well just buy the starter box.
And thank you for whoever who just followed us. I couldn't see your name, but thank you.
Thank you, Guken. Yeah. Right. The next up after the Vigo. So you hear an engine going off above the command room.
Fuck no.
So Chevron hasn't gone yet, has he?
No.
No. Cool.
So basically, sorry, Karen's on.
The only thugs that are left are the ones that are fighting with Bjorn's troops, and they're all kind of in the background anyway. So that's just going to resolve itself at this point. It's nothing that you guys as heroes need to worry about. If things went badly, you'd need to worry about them, but things aren't going badly. Well, not too badly anyway. So Chevron, what are you doing? And X4, I've ruled, is going on your turn because you originally got him into the fight. So
I guess I'll say, is there any update from X4 my previous request?
If you want to kind of yield to X4 coming in first, X4 hasn't told you what he's doing. He just agreed that he's doing something.
Okay.
Okay,
cool.
I would like you, on a completely unrelated topic, to do a roll on behalf of X4.
Can do.
I would like you to make it says pulling out the appropriate sheet that I didn't think we'd be using this fight. Here we go. I would like you to do a gunnery check, diff 1, and you're using X4's gunnery at 2 yellow, 1 green. The diff is 1. And the damage will be the port and starboard twin laser cannons. So,
Yep.
Wow.
I don't know what he's doing, but that is a good roll.
Okay, straight hit.
Success.
So that's the first one. Roll it again, please.
Oh, cool. Right. I can do that. Roll the dice ball.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's more we want.
nice. Okay, so that's 7 points of damage from the port side, and 10 points of damage from the starboard side. This is just an escape yacht, so the armor is 2. Let's see. That is.
He's trying to escape. How foolish.
I don't think the escape yacht has that much health.
You get this readout that says the Vigo will not be leaving on that ship.
Good job, X4.
Basically, the launch door opened and he was like, "Fuck that shit." And just fired. You don't know if the Vigo's dead, but the ship's fucked.
Okay.
I will soon know.
All right. I will just ping X4. A return message basically saying say contain him basically. So ask X4 to try and keep the Vigo held.
And actually, this is quite close to. So when those hits landed, there was a boom, boom, and a big shake. You did the Star Trek stumbling around the room, and then you got the message. Yeah.
Okay, very good.
I assume that I'm reading this as it's happening.
He would pretty much broadcast it to the team, so JT and Victoria will see it on the heads up.
Okay.
Good job. See, this is why he is a
Astromech
good boy.
for life. If I was a player in this game, I would be playing X4. Fucking sweet. Right.
Then I guess well, I mean, options are to either shifty up. No, okay, I'm gonna try a thing because trying things is fun. I will. Well, is there a clear route to not the pilot decks because that's all locked off at the minute, isn't it?
The pilot deck is a fucking blast door. You're going to need. Well, I say it's a blast door. You're going to need Victoria's sword to get through it.
Okay, but ultimately, the rest of the command and control guys are still.
You do have something that will open that door. You picked it up recently.
I do indeed have my little cutter, but I might have. I suppose technically, they don't make those sort of doors don't open from the outside.
I like the fact that we have resorted to using my sword as a lockpick.
Yep.
Yep.
Vorpal lockpick. And hello, Migo. So, what are you doing, sir?
Immediate question: do we trust X4 to lock it down, or shall I?
Well, you know from the outside, from what you've gathered from the two huge blasts that just went off, is that X4 and Clarity have undocked from the Isvar, and are now basically just flying in front of their docking bay and blasting the ever-loving shit out of it.
Excellent. Okay, so we've got that escape route covered. Okay, in that case, I will attempt to move up and get to the pilot. Yeah, I'm gonna just pop the lock on the piloting station basically, and see if I can, I'll try and basically get to the pilot this round with the lockpick basically as well, and the lock cutter.
Sure. There's no resistance because of everything else that's going on. You just use your maneuver to get up to it because now the obstacles aren't there anymore. You walk straight up. And the one remaining astromech that's fighting the astromechs on the Isvari turns around and kind of gives you a and
there's a tiny part of me that just wants to blast it just to finish the set, but
he's complaining at you, but he's having to do a kind of mind chess battle with a bunch of other astromechs, and you walk up to the door, pull out your lock breaker. Are you using the lock breaker, or are you going to try to roll for it?
No, I'm crap at popping. No, definitely lock breaker. This is
sure.
Time to the gadget, baby.
Crack open the gadget. It kind of opens up a kind of face hugger set of metal magna clamps. You shove it on the door, and suddenly there's this kind of smell of burnt tin, and the door starts to go bright red, and then very violently the door just goes. And you see two very, very scared pilots looking at you as they are trying to rotate the ship currently. You guys can't feel it because gravity on the ships. But he's trying to rotate the ship at the moment to try and get the Isvari off. And it ain't having it.
It ain't having it.
I guess that's me then.
Yep, so that is your action, unfortunately. So,
Get out this room, guys!
So that's you, and X4 has now taken the role of gunner, using Clarity as the second gunner. So, back to the top. it's 2 people, then the super battle droid.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah, sure, go for
Because
it.
if it depends if we're retreating or attacking. Because if we're retreating, JT's going last. If we're attacking, JT's going first.
It's the question of, do we think we can I mean, basically the only thing I've got left is to try and essentially like command, like take control. Like actually,
we have 1 turn to try and essentially kill the thing, and if we can't kill the thing, we have a grace period where we can just run out of the room and it won't be able to like murder us all.
As long as it doesn't fix it.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't fix it. That's the real question.
But then
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of considering like you guys retreating out of this room while me and Björn go up
yeah.
through the same hatch as he went.
Okay, yeah, you do that and JT will go last then.
Okay.
Okay. So, Victoria, what are you doing?
I will communicate to Björn that let's disengage this guy and go after him.
Yep,
The real
you got
target.
a perfunctory nod from him. He understands.
Good. And
He's
then
usually
I will
quite
go
slow-witted and boisterous, but in battle he is super caffeinated and like really sharp. So
Yeah.
yeah, he gives you the nod.
Good. And I have a jetpack, so I'm going up quickly. And hopefully through the hatch this turn.
Okay. As you go up through the hatch, the Vigo, who is lying in wait next to his broken ship, is going to do effectively an attack of opportunity. It's actually a prepared
Did
action.
he manage to get out of his ship after being blasted?
It
He was
hasn't
never-
been. It hasn't been this turn.
He was never in it. He told his astromech to keep the engine ticking over, and then started lying in wait and kind of assessing his options. So he was never in there.
Oh well.
So he's going to do a single attack against you. What's
Sure.
your defense?
2.
Okay, and I think that's everything for him. Just want to check. I don't want to sell ourselves short here. He has got that. Okay, cool. So let's see how he goes. He does land a hit on you, and that is not a crit, unfortunately. And so that's 7 points of damage. Pierce 2, though. So I think you
I
get.
do take 2 damage.
You take 2 points of damage as this force pike hits your armor, and you're thinking, "Oh yeah, my armor can take this. I'm not taking anything." And then it more bruises your ego and also your rib. But as he slams it into you, you go, yeah, that's nasty.
Question: can I attack him now?
Yes, you can, because he just got an attack in on your turn. It is still your turn. And so as you come through, he slams you with the force spike, and
Does he? What's the diff on him?
the diff on him is 2 red and 1 purple.
Okay. I'll aim? Question mark.
Sure. You did do 1 maneuver to
Yeah. I'm
to get
gonna
there,
take
so
2 strain.
2 strain to aim. Absolutely.
It is more like I don't really use strain, so why not? You know. Yeah. I'll do it.
Ouch! Taste the rainbow, motherfucker! Look at that.
13 damage, pierce 2.
Hang on. 13 damage.
Oh wait, that should be 1 more
Advantage, yes.
Advantage, yeah. I forgot
Yeah.
to add that. So I
sure.
have a plus. Okay, so I get plus 20, and then my normal crit, so that is
Plus 70.
plus 70.
Okay. Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my god! That's disgusting.
beheaded.
And this is why we call Victoria a space Valkyrie.
Jeez.
Oh my god, the first time we had that.
I've ever seen death rolled on a crit table. Wow.
Lisa's enjoying herself.
Yeah. I built a character I would enjoy, and I do enjoy her.
The words were invented for moments like this. How do you do this?
Okay. I open the hatch. I crawl in.
Well, the hatch was open. You flew through it.
Yeah, I fly up through it. He hits me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, hello there, motherfucker. And I basically cleave him in half as he lays there in wait. Like, well, yeah.
Sure. So, from his point of view, you jet out of the through the hole. He manages to get a hit on you, slamming you. Happy to get that first bit of damage in, knowing that you have been damaged already. So he thinks he's got a good deal here. And yeah, you're kind of above him with the thing, and you just bring down in a jetpack heaven to earth strike. You bring it down just so hard it should be in an anime movie. This guy, by the time Bjorn puts his head up through the hole, this guy is a smear. I'd like to point out, this guy was Nemesis class.
We could only kill him with
You could only kill him with a crit.
Yeah.
Even if you managed to get him up to his wound threshold, you could only kill him with a crit. 98 plus 70. Jeez.
It was a very lucky roll. I want to point out.
It is a really lucky roll.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
to be fair,
I only needed to roll
Clutch is the word you're looking for.
80 or more to completely kill someone. It's
Yeah.
even less than that. Isn't it like 70 plus 70? Because it's 140 to 150 is... Or is it...
I think 140 to 150 is that they get a final dramatic turn before they croak it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a moment. I have the death table there. Oh yeah, 41 to 50. It's 51 plus that's completely obliterated death.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, there we go.
roll
The dice
80.
don't lie. Yeah, so Bjorn looks up, ready for the fight of his life. This guy is battered and bruised and bloody to all fuck. He was on... he's 10 out of 20, actually. But he did go at one point up to 15 out of 20.
Yeah.
But Nima kept stabbing him in the back with stim packs. I'm a healer.
Apparently.
I'm sorry, cousin. It only took a swing. I promise.
So Bjorn, kind of grateful that he's out of the view of all of his minions, kind of pulls himself up, fully enraged, and then he actually watches the blow land, and watches as this little shit just gets torn into two. And at that point, he looks, bellows out loud with this huge Valashar battle cry, throws his shield to the floor, and then collapses to the floor himself. And he's kind of leaning against a crate, hyperventilating and kind of laughing. Cousin, I did not think I would do this. I was happy for this to be my, what do you call it? They call them a swan song. I was ready to die with this asshole. And he shows you something at his belt, and he has a thermal detonator. Yes, thermal detonator. He's got a thermal detonator at his belt, and he says, "I was ready. Looks like my story has some more left." Puts his vibroblade down, and
It does.
the vibro element stops. And at which point, the room around you gets destroyed a little bit more. as X4 keeps pelting you. Probably best to tell him to back off.
I'll probably do that since I could have the visor thing. Hey, X4, he's dead. I got him.
You hear, and on your visor it says, "Well done."
Can he slice the big robot now?
The blast stops. He can't because he's not currently networked. He has to be in the Isvari for that.
Yeah.
He's currently. You can see the Lakota through the big kind of force field thing because they had opened up the blast door. You can see the Lakota just hovering there, guns trained on your position. But then after that, after you send the message, it kind of turns around and starts heading back.
Are you aware of the time, by the way, Simon?
I am aware of the time, and
we're at the dramatic end.
Yes,
I'm going to wrap up.
I'm
going to take 10 minutes if you guys are okay to wrap this up, so that you can start with a fresh new mission next time.
Yeah.
So the Super Battle Droid, we are at
turn 2.
So that was Victoria was the first one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so who wants to have a go at the Super Battle Droid?
They were gonna retreat out of the room.
Oh, they're going to retreat out of the room, sure.
Yeah.
Everybody retreats out of the room.
I think Ed
Chevron.
Ed, you were going to do something, you said?
No, I said I was going last.
Oh, I thought you were going to do something
cool. Chevron, you are currently stood deepest in the room next to the pilots. Are you doing anything before you leave? You do know that if you can get this blast door shut, the missile, you'll be able to last out the missile in the pilot's bay.
Well, the one thing I was going to try is to see if the pilot or anyone else has the ability to shut down the droid. That's the question I was going to ask.
And they, with white faces, bleach white faces, the blood's draining out of them all. They go, "No, only listens to the Vigo."
Okay.
Who's
I
right
guess
Vigo?
in that case, yeah, cheese it.
I'm not even going to call that a maneuver. Yeah, you can blow all your maneuvers, and there is one door that you do know does work, and that's the door that you opened to start the fight in the first place. So I'm assuming that everybody's just going to book it out of there and then slam the door
Nima is
behind.
going to convince all the others to come with them and run away.
Sure, no problem. Okay. So
Target isn't even in there anymore. There's no good reason to stay there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to now diagonal wipe because it's Star Wars, and we do that. And going back onto the Isvari, everyone's cheering. Tons of goods are being taken off the ship and off the Prestige and being put on the Isvari. And you can see all of the Skags are coming back with their various spoils of war. Hobbling back is Bjorn, probably being held up by Victoria at this point. And he turns to you all and says, "You may not be Valishar, but your clan to me. What you've done here today, my life's work. You've finished it. I couldn't have done it without you. From what you did with the ships to carving your way through this monstrosity to be at my side, to you, little wifey," and puts his gigantic hand on your shoulder and goes, "For keeping me up." I can't laugh too loud.
Yes.
Family, and he kind of without nugging you kind of puts gets you in like a playful headlock and goes, "Your family, whatever you need, the Isvari will be there. Now, you lot rest up. I've got a candle to light." And he goes up to one of his healers, who just starts patching him up and all the rest of it. They start pulling out stim packs, and after a couple, he puts his hand up as if to say, "I have any more of that stuff, and I'm going to get an overdose." And you are free to go back to the Lakota, unless there's anything specific that you want to do. Around about 2 hours later, the Asvari pulls off the other ship, and because it pretty much welds itself to the other ship. So they blast off the welding, and the Asvari backs off to a distance, and you watch as the hyperdrive goes critical, and it doesn't blow up the ship. The way that they've done it is that it's created like a strange interdictor field. It's really pretty, and you can see that a strange spatial warp has appeared around the Prestige, to the point where it's now a barrier in hyperspace. It exists both in real space and in hyperspace. And asking you to come up to like the observation deck, Bjorn says, "There we go. There she is." And he's clutching like a goblet of wine, which is completely unlike him. But you can see that the vintage that he has next to him is ridiculously expensive. This is about 2,000 credits worth of wine. And he drinks it, tears rolling down his cheeks and kind of soaking his beard as he looks on. And he says, "Your AI, Clarity, she managed to do me a favor." And he calls up on the navcom the transponder code to the Prestige. And now the transponder code says Hana's Revenge.
Oh.
And
That's good.
so in our canon, that is now a permanent fixture in space, because it's basically bending hyperspace around itself. Well, that's it for me. We'll catch up another time.
We will.
Maybe you can put in a good word for him at your family.
Yeah. We'll have you cleared up.
I have
Besides, we need to honor her back home. A proper one.
I'd like that. I've still got business. Loose ends to wrap up. You know how it is. You rest, that's when they get you. We gained a lot of stuff, and we gained a lot of enemies today. The Empire and the Black Sun. I've already sent messages out to both of them, telling them that this is here. So I'm going to be a bit more busy, but I'm just going to keep moving. That's one thing that they can't deal with. If you stick around, lay roots, they can get you eventually, but they got to catch me first. May even look in on that Rebel Alliance lot, seeing as my enemy's enemy and all that lot.
You could probably have some fun with them.
Yeah. But in the meantime, when you're ready to go after this arsehole, you give me a shout. We'll be there.
Indeed.
Will do. Definitely.
And for what it's worth, I'm going to be sending in a good word to you, a good word to the Valashar about you, Victoria. You kind of brought me back on the path.
We all need it sometime.
Well,
Besides,
the Storm Speakers are a cliquey lot, but I'm sure they'll be happy to hear about you, even if they have to eat their words regarding me.
ha. Well, at the very least, you should go visit Grandma. She gets cranky when you don't.
Maybe I might even survive the encounter now. Come here, cousin. And he wraps his arms around you and says, to new beginnings. Looks like Bjorn Hellrander is going to have to mean something different now.
Oh, there's plenty of holes to render.
And I will. I certainly will. Kind of liking these this big ship thing. Maybe I need to upgrade. Who knows?
Yeah, get yourself something more classy. But keep the style. It suits you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Together. Right.
I like my little collection. I think I'll keep that. Anyway.
Yeah. You take care of the crew that was left over, especially the guys that fought with us.
Yeah. They're skags now. We know how the Black Sun deal with people who fail. They're as desperate as we are now. Don't worry, I'll recruit them. I'm sure that they'll make themselves useful to me. As for the rest, you gained an ally today. I mean, there's some tat that, if you want, pick of the litter. I think you picked up some stuff on the way yourself, gained a thing or two. I'm afraid I don't have much in the way of coin and spoils to give you, but sounds like you've got more than I have at the moment.
Yeah, we're pretty set for that.
Yeah, until he spends it all on a party ship.
Oh, don't worry. I saw his book. It's a cantina he's looking at.
All right.
Hey, you ever go for the party ship? I want an invite. VIP.
Definitely.
Well, Talkie Twi'lek. Thank you.
You're
My
welcome.
God. I didn't. No, Talkie Twi'lek is Shepard.
Yeah, your wife.
I'm wifey, yeah.
Your wifey, yeah. Really showed you a maid or something, huh?
It was an interesting night in the town, but let's say when it comes to business, I'm deadly serious.
Good. I might have some business coming your way. I haven't exactly got a business network at the moment. It's kind of you guys. You wouldn't mind fencing the odd thing from time to time for me?
You might be able to accommodate that. Just remember, the Sprawl has many opportunities for individuals like you. Maybe once this is blown over, you should.
Well, I've been told not to associate with them at the moment because the whole point you coming here was me not being attached to you. But when things calm down and this becomes yesterday's news, I'll weigh in when you need me. And you, my God, you got cut up, didn't you? You know a good fight. And he's talking to JT.
Yeah.
Sorry, my smart speaker went off at that moment.
Look at
J2,
you, all torn up.
I fight for my family. You're not family yet, for reference.
Wouldn't expect it. But, again, thank you. Wouldn't mind droid like you. I mean, I'm not looking for you, but I'll certainly look around to see if there's any droids of your caliber.
There are safari models floating about, surely.
Safari models? Is that where you are?
LVO. Transformed in safari. 30 years back or so.
You ever come across somebody of your caliber looking for work? Send them my way. I'll pay them well. And they'll be crew, not equipment.
Good.
All right. Well, it looks like we're done.
Indeed.
I've got, and he brings out data slips. Got messages for each of your bosses. If they need me, they just have to call. We will keep it on the lowdown. As far as anybody's concerned, I was doing it for kicks.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Thank you very much.
Good stuff. Well, until you need me to take down this cultist guy, Dribbly Candles.
He's a bit like, you know, the guy there who could jump really high. He's
Yeah,
kind of
what was with that? Has he got some sort of
that's
magic
the
boots or
force
something?
that you use the force to
It's
amplify
religion
you.
based and it's a little bit weird.
I'm not big on the force.
I mean, it powered his jumps that way. It does things to
really?
your body. You can like push and pull people. You can make yourself jump.
Well, I know how to jump, but yeah, he
No, but
jumped
he
higher
jumped
than I
really,
could.
really high.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah,
Oh,
the force.
I might see about getting some of this force. That's good. Yeah.
I mean, you can
If
try.
you find a way to get it, do you hit us up? Because that might be useful.
I will keep my eye out if I can find some of this force that I can use. I will bring it your way.
He was having
Yeah.
a
At which
brain
point
aneurysm.
you realise in battle the guy is an absolute genius. Outside of battle, really,
He's
really
a complete idiot, which is why I'm playing along.
Nemo is just like, oh my god.
does this work? You either need him really, really drunk to be smart, or in a battle.
In a battle, pretty much. Okay. Well, you're already docked with the Isvari. Let me get you halfway back. And he nods to the navigator, and navigator types in the coordinates, and you head on back. So when we get back, unless there's anything you guys can think of in the meantime, when we get back, it'll be the start of the next mission arc.
Yep.
And the subscribers have already spoken, which is good.
Lovely.
Not for the twist, but what the episode's going to be. Because I wrote a few and I was like, which one should we do? And then they voted. So the subscribers have already spoken. And
I'm hoping for a Chevron arc because we haven't had much Chevron stuff. So
that could be kind of fun. I've already written some stuff that's going to be bought, so that's fine too.
Nice. Until then, we will wrap this up. Let's get it on screen with that. So you got not on screen, on stream. So you did that, and that.
What do we get?
Okay. I'm going to give some extra bonus XP as well for the fact that you had to lock down the entire Y-wing squadron and kill them all.
Yes.
yes.
So I'm going to round it up to 60 XP.
Oh,
That's a fair chunk.
That is quite a chunk.
That is quite a chunk.
For a single mission, it's a lot.
Well, how many parts are we on? This is part
7.
Yeah, so 7 sessions.
That's a lot of toys.
Yeah.
It averages to about what you should get in a session anyway. So
it averages out, but you got it all. Is the point?
Yeah.
I'm not saying no.
And yeah, some of your sessions were kind of. Oh, actually, hang on. Subscriber twist. You also went up against the Poisoner.
Yes, we did.
That we did.
That was worth another 15, so 75.
Yes.
Can I pick from Force and Destiny and get a Jedi tree?
No Jedi. I've said this is Edge of Empire.
Yeah.
None of you are Jedi. Yeah. Just do that. There we go.
You can do the other half of the Force sensitive and get all the.
Yeah, I can get all the push and pull.
Oh yeah, she can re-force sensitive herself and discover more of the Force.
Yeah. Or I can go down more in Politico. Or,
well, I can proudly say that will bring my. I will get defensive stance. And then I will get dedication.
Yes.
And will increase
my.
Well,
before you go through the shopping list, let's wrap up the stream.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It is well past 11 o'clock, but thank you for joining us for our game here today. A big thank you to Paul, Felicia, Ed, and Corinne for their story, and for all of you watching at home. If you enjoyed our particular brand of chaos, please check out our Discord link below or follow us for our other broadcasts. Our next broadcast is going to be Thursday at 8 p.m. UK time. Friday at 8 p.m. UK time. Thank you. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Where Nick, Corinne, Felicia, and Kate will be playing our long-running D&D 5th edition campaign, The Benefactor. We will see you there. Good night, everyone.
Good night.